Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by the 1890 Initiative, live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great Thursday. Wrapped up for the weekend. Had a concert last night.
Boy, Jake's ready to roll.
What is the phrase that Bill has told us when he comes in here sometimes in the morning about tiredness?
He's reached a new level
tired.
Good morning.
I thought I'd feel that way today getting back at midnight last night. Not the case. Feel okay.
You look good.
The crash might be coming in.
It'll come later. It will. You're
the crash.
Oh, I know.
But not on the air.
No, it's not going to happen before 8.
Can't mail it in.
We don't mail it on Fridays in this show. Never have, never will.
Did you drink coffee?
I haven't had a sip yet, by the way. I have it over here.
You can tell he's frazzled.
Yeah,
I'm not frazzled.
Well, the concert stunk. That's part of it. They played. Jake said today they decided that they wanted to see a classic old band, and they played 14 songs of new stuff.
Well, we've discussed this before. That
Who are we talking about?
Last night, the Wallflowers were.
Please set this up.
The Wallflowers
at the Astro.
Were at the Astro in La Vista, which is, by the way, a new area. Very cool. A lot of cool bars around that. That's gonna be a very, very cool spot for years to come in La Vista. I was telling Bill before the show that when you have a concert that's scheduled to begin at 8 and not 7, you would assume that, all right, a 90s band, they're probably going right in with no opener at all because the ticket said no opener. Well, there's an opener. Opener at 8. Opening band.
An opening band.
So the Wallflowers went on at 9:30 last night. Again, fine.
You live Thursday, you're in the Astro.
Right.
Not really quite that. Not conducive.
Right.
Who's the opener, by the way?
I had no idea what it was. Some Omaha band. Never heard of them. They were okay. I'm not gonna say they were terrible. They weren't great. Never heard of them. Nothing memorable at all from the band. But they were playing music.
They're not getting a great review right now.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, this was at 8 o'clock.
That was at 8 o'clock. They went to about 8:40, and then you had the 40-minute wait for the concert to get things cleared up. Let them do their, get ready for it, and you have some drinks. I suppose. I don't know what the hell in that 40 minutes you do. Anyways, they played probably at least 13 or 14 songs before they played anything really. The Wallflowers. Now, they played one song, 6th Avenue Heartache, from their big album, Bringing Down the Horse, in 96.
I like that song.
That was probably their 6th song they played.
Okay.
So the first 5 songs, nobody in their right mind knows what the hell they're playing.
Well, come on. Now, wait a second. What were the first? How bad was it, or how good was it?
He had it at a D- in the text.
I told you
in the text. He had it at a D-.
Let's fast forward a little bit because by 13, 14 songs, one song I had heard was the 6th Avenue Heartache song, which I sang. It was great. Enjoyed it.
You sang with them?
I did sing.
And nice.
I noticed that people in the arena, the concert venue, were singing.
Yeah, we have all kinds of questions.
It seemed a little quiet on the other songs that were just random songs that nobody knew.
What did the band have some juice?
They had a little bit of juice. Jacob Dylan was up there, doing his thing. The band was playing. I mean, they weren't like playing bad guitar. I mean, they knew they were playing proper music. It's just.
So it wasn't like you didn't sit there and say, "Man, the bass player's off tonight."
No, I didn't say.
No, okay.
No, the musicians were doing a fine job up there. It's just
how's the crowd?
I mean, you want to go to a concert for a '90s band or whatever, any band, and feel like at least the majority of the songs. Maybe that's on me. But
how's the crowd?
I don't know how to. I think the capacity there's about 3,000. I want to say it was. I don't know, half full maybe.
Okay.
So 1,500. Let's go with that.
Okay.
But there wasn't much juice for a while because nobody knew what was going on. I looked around, people on their phones, just
people on their
just scrolling during the concert, including myself.
Just going through Instagram.
Yeah, because they played literally at least 7 straight after the Heartache song that nobody knew.
Ooh, that phone thing. The phone thing threw me for a loop.
They said at one point, "Do you mind if we guys play some new music?" I'm like, you've been playing new music the whole time. Nobody knows the new music. Play the hits, my man.
Did someone yell it? Did anybody say, no, play the hits?
I should have from the back.
No,
Play the hits. I did not do that.
This is fascinating.
Now,
but they rallied back.
They did.
In an encore situation.
I told Bill before the show that if they didn't play the last song that they played, it would have been an F. Now, in the last song,
went from a D- to a C, which I thought was incredible. It's like he got the essay part of the test.
What do you
So
bring in the Rolling Stones for the last song?
Exactly.
Mick Jagger show up.
I think that when I sent the D- text, they had played probably 4 or 5 more additionally of songs I'd never heard of. And then finally,
you were angry.
One headlight. I don't think they were giving it all. They're all on that one.
This is a bad review.
Yeah, this is as bad as
they. They went after their new stuff. They were all after that. But when headlight they played 1,000 million times.
Right.
They're sick of that song. But then they do one more song, go to encore. I'm like, I'm not leaving this. If they don't play a song called The Difference, which I like The Difference. We have played The Difference on
that's a good
song the day before. You like that song?
Yeah, I do.
If they don't play this is going to be a F- concert.
wow.
They come back, play a song I never heard of before. Then he plays 2 Tom Petty songs. I'm like, you bet. I love Tom Petty. It increases the grade, but it's not your music. He played.
What did he play?
He played Refugee.
Okay.
And he played The Waiting, which I love. The Waiting.
How did he do?
I thought he sounded pretty good. Get the raspy voice that Tom Petty has, And then he closed with The Difference. And I was in a much better mood. Still C to C- for the concert because of all the songs I've never heard of, never cared to hear ever again.
Yeah.
So here's the key. And I think we've discussed, I believe, on the show, and we're going to delve into it more later. The encore. Did they go with, did people throw up the camera lights and wave it for the encore?
No. So the encore is a good question.
Was there a lighter anywhere? Was there an old school lighter? Because that's how encores were done when me and Sip.
I'm going to say that in the
it was the best. Wasn't it, Sip? Everybody had their own.
Yeah. In the ground area, didn't see any lighters or phones. Maybe in the up above terrace, they might have had that. But there was a couple very, very loud, impressively loud whistlers that were just doing the coach whistle. Yeah. I'm like, that was
okay.
That was really loud and well done, but that was essentially what was going on with the
did people leave?
Yes.
People left the concert.
Yes.
That sounds rough.
Yeah.
Many people left before even they played one headlight. They're saying, what is this crap?
Okay. This sounds rough.
Yes.
If I'm not El Kent Wolgamott as a concert reviewer.
You're doing pretty good.
He's a professional at this, but if anybody went to this concert last night and was blown away by it, please report back because I'm happy they played 3 of their big songs.
One song made the whole show for you.
It took an hour and 20 minutes of them playing to get to anything worth
it sounds rough.
Substantial
here.
It
sounds rough.
And I got back, by the way, at 11:55 p.m.
Yeah.
I
hanging there.
I ate some food. I went to bed about 12:15. And
what'd you have? A sandwich?
What'd you slam down?
I'm a little bit embarrassed by this.
What'd you slam down?
There were 5 leftover wings in the fridge. I didn't even care to warm them up. I just
ate
ate
them cold.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I like that. That's okay.
I was starving. I didn't eat supper at all. I ate lunch at like 1.
Don't be embarrassed by
Didn't eat anything for dinner, so I need something before I go.
You've done things that are a lot more embarrassing than that.
Yes, your list is way longer than that.
but I felt like
wings in the refrigerator.
But you have said before you've come home and ravaged food like a coyote.
Oh God!
The way I went after those wings, it felt like I was ravaging food like a coyote, like you might.
Did you go after them?
Oh yeah. Did
it feel like your stomach was eating itself?
Was it disgusting?
It was pretty disgusting. See, I looked at myself in the mirror. I had just stuff, sauce all over my face.
You need nights like that.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And Elizabeth was gone, so
she wasn't there to see this. No.
Yeah.
It was just I came home.
That's glorious.
It's actually incredible that you went on your own on a night off. That you drove to Omaha, drove to La Vista to go see.
I hadn't been to a
90s
band
at all. On a Thursday when he knows he's got a big show.
It's a big show today.
Big show.
Yeah. I was not going to miss the show. I got here at 5:30 like usual.
He's very determined on these things.
Yes.
The problem with this review, though, Jake, is you always say, come on, Sip, let's go. And I'm like, this is the reason I don't. I mean, I'd be tired and I'd see a bad concert and I'd be out $30. I mean,
I'm fine.
And then I'd be bitter. I mean, Jake's still bitter, but he's okay. I'd be losing my mind. I'd be losing my mind. I'd want to talk to the Wallflowers. I'd want to actually have a conversation.
Can I talk to Mr. Dillon, please?
Yes.
I'd like to have a conversation with Mr. Dillon.
I'd want to talk to him.
After this.
Talk about a palms up. I remember walking in backstage, just What was that?
All I got for you is this.
What are we
Really?
doing?
That's it?
That's it? That's what we
That's
got?
what we're doing tonight?
It's disappointing. I wonder though if anybody was there 464-5685 that would say no, you're wrong on your review. It was a well executed concert that I will remember forever.
There's no way that anybody would say that about that.
People are on
concert.
their phones.
They,
I haven't been to a
I-
concert forever. Maybe 2 years ago when Eric Church was here, I went and saw him. I'm a huge Eric Church
Not on
fan.
your phone for that concert.
There's never a chance that my
No.
phone was even out of my
No.
phone. Whatever.
No.
Never even like
That's
hang on in between these songs. I was going to say there's something going on.
Suspect that you're saying there's people scrolling.
I looked. I walked. I got to the point I was walking around because I was bored.
Oh,
Huh.
this is a rough
I was on my
review.
phone. I walked around saying, you can't play 8 straight songs that nobody in their right mind has ever heard of."
Well, this is a rough review.
Yes. But thank you, Jake, for going.
I did go.
And
I-
thanks
too.
for the review. Thanks
Yeah.
for your honesty.
I didn't want to sit here and
We
spew-
got to talk
spew
about something
lies.
more
I
pleasant.
don't want to spew lies about. Oh, it was great. No, it was.
No, I
I'm
appreciate
glad
that.
they played the song they ended with. I was happy about that, but I was pissed. It took an hour, 2.5 hours to get there from start to finish.
What, they played for.
No, because 8 o'clock was the opener,
yeah.
and then they went out 9:30. So I went for 2 songs basically, which is my fault.
Yeah.
3 songs.
It's not a band. I mean, at the most, what do they have you want to hear?
They've got
3 or 4 tops?
4 tops.
So you
4
have 4 tops. That's a pretty big span. You got to get some filler in there.
Mhm.
Or they could have just had a short concert, play the hits, get out of there. I'd been
Mhm.
fine with that, being there for an hour.
I mean, the
hour and a
Monkeys
half.
have at least 6 songs.
They would have played them all early.
I checked them yesterday. They
They
did.
have-
They got
they
6.
have
They do
6.
6.
And
Yeah.
their best song is the one about themselves.
Last, yes.
Hey,
Last
hey,
train
with
to Clarksville.
So there's your update on the concert.
Good job.
But I would say in terms of the venue and the location, that place is going to pop.
Is it?
Yes.
The
Astros.
The Astro. I'm not sure I've ever been to La Vista before yesterday.
I don't
ever.
think I
I
have.
don't know.
You know, it's Omaha.
Oh, I
but
have.
I don't recall
Scratch
ever going to La Vista.
that. Right. Downtown. I've never been downtown.
Right.
Did you see a Dairy Queen or any sort of a dairy twist or a
Mm.
dairy treat? Anything
Didn't
like
see
that?
There's McDonald's right by the arena, though.
This was
which-
downtown La Vista.
I don't think downtown. It's a new district of La
District,
Vista, and
okay.
they have like that 4 probably cool new bars there. Look like pretty with restaurants, bars. Look like a cool place. There's a draft house there, right
Draft
by
house.
the arena. So I think it's going to have
Craft
success.
beers?
Craft beer. I did not go into the craft beer place, but yes, draft
I
house
love
with
people
craft
say that.
beers.
Just give me a Bud.
Exactly.
Bud heavy, please.
Craft beer.
That's my idle chit chat. Anything else you guys are
Ah,
idle chit chat?
no.
Not for that. I can't.
No, I
nothing,
think we got to get into some. There's a lot going on.
Should we do a quick roll?
Are we doing roll call?
Yeah, do roll call.
Roll call.
But hey, but we do got to address some things.
We do.
There's a death.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Um,
a celebration
and
after the roll call.
right.
Both death
Yeah.
and celebration.
Yes.
So
That's life. That's what life is.
So,
Celebration
let's
and
do,
death.
Let's do a quick roll call. 402-464-5685. Text us your name, your age, where you're listening from, and anything else you want, Bill, today.
Wonder if I should do. If people are okay, just text out that if I do a recruiting story for Bill's Thrills. Let me know if
I
that's
think it'd be
okay.
a probably resounding yes. to
Yeah.
that one. Probably.
I want to hear somebody say no.
No, don't want that.
I
No
would-
recruiting
I have
story.
I have another option. I have other options. I want to know if I want to go with something different. I have other options.
Okay.
No.
You know, no.
Who says no to that? Okay, we got Jacob in Lincoln says he's on East Campus, by the way, right
Oh,
now.
East
Listening
Campus.
on campus.
Be by
Oh,
Valentino.
Side of the Challenger tournament? No.
No, that's it.
That's over here. God, what
Those
am I
courts
thinking?
are gone at East Campus.
Yeah, I was
they got
thinking-
torn down for like housing. Or
I have a
something.
mental block. When they were talking about the Challenger tournament, I kept thinking East Campus, but it's not. It's over by the Hibner complex,
Yes.
right?
That's correct.
by the tack room.
By Cornhusker Highway. Yes, you
by the
got that.
tack room.
William, age 43 in Phoenix, Arizona, says yes. Derek Busch, any relation to you, Bill?
Was it
He's in
B-U-S-C-H?
Yeah, well, if it's spelled properly, B-U-S-C-H-F from Waverly, age 34, on his way to Homer to play Landman Golf Course right now. Wonderful
Nice.
course.
Homer. That's, you're probably going to drive through Pender.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could.
seriously?
You
You
could.
could, yeah.
You could.
That's
You-
up that way?
you always right up that way.
One route would go that way
Yeah.
to Homer. Yeah.
Stop in there. Stop at
Roll
the bowling.
call.
Stop at the bowling alley and ask for Marilyn Cubic. She'll be serving lunch.
Did you, quick question for Bill before you
Yep, go
revisit the roll call? Judge Samuel, do you recognize the name?
Judge Samuel. Have I been in front of him?
Pender. I forget it. We'll go.
No.
Keep going.
Anyway.
All right. don't.
Okay, we got Connor in Lincoln says let's hear your best recruiting story, Bill.
This-
Not just yes,
I don't know.
but
This
best
is
one.
this is off the beaten path one.
Okay.
Okay. Officer McLeod in Columbus is here with us. Officer
Good.
McLeod.
Good.
David
Officer.
from RenewYourAuto.com. He might drive
David.
by at some point, wave to us as
He'll
usual.
wave. Nice truck.
Paul in Dodge City says yes. He's age 25. Let's get that story. We got Dustin in Lake Alfred, Florida is here, and he says yes to the recruiting story.
And he knows.
No knows yet. Aaron's on the way to Seward for work. Ryan in Delaware. Nels in Big Fork, Montana. Tim in Phoenix. 2 Phoenix listeners this morning.
Hold it. Why would people from Phoenix, 2 of them in Phoenix, be listening to this show? What would be the tie? How would we get that? How would we bring that together? What would that be?
No earthly clue.
I wonder if they have a tie. That's odd.
Just random.
Very strange.
Where are they at? Can we find out how far apart they are? Can we get them to meet? Can we get them to meet up?
It's a big city. How close are you guys together? Brian in Weeping Water, age 33. Yes, in the story. Brad from the Baldwin Shop is off today, but listening on his days off.
Can I add something quick?
Brad
I talked to the guys yesterday from
Chris
the Baldwin
and
Shop.
Brad?
I'm stopped at this. I see them, and I'm going to wave to them. They're busy. They're putting down road stuff and toilet paper.
Yeah.
And so I stop, and all of a sudden they see me in the car, so they come up and
Holy
wave. And so
crap.
I rolled the window down. We knuckle bumped. So it was great.
Was it right out here?
What's that? It's about, I'm going to say about 25th and O, somewhere about that area.
Yeah, that's where they are.
Right by the
There's
the
still toilet
hotel,
paper.
kind of by the hotel.
Yeah,
Kind of by the hotel that had.
come on, Jake.
What's the name of the
25th and O?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
27th and O, the
that
hotel.
has the
new
quiche. It has the quiche
quiche.
restaurant.
Yeah, the
restaurant.
Guatemalan quiche restaurant.
We have not been yet.
Because you've not been yet.
No.
We're not going because we're early bird people now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are early bird
Might be able
people.
to do both.
Might be able to do both.
Jockstrap is in Imperial working out right
the
now.
strap.
He's in his basement gym working out this morning at this point. John in Fremont with us.
Jim.
Yeah. Mac in Omaha. Wet Blanket with us. Kevin in Lincoln. Ryan in California. Dwayne and Connor, age 54 and 13, driving to Council Bluffs for state baseball right now.
State baseball. Get real.
State
I like
baseball.
that. Yeah, it's going down.
It's going down.
In Council Bluffs?
Yep.
Hydrate.
That's right. Driving to Council Bluffs.
It's gonna be hot.
Hydrate.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
It's
hot.
going to be very hot this weekend.
Going to be hot.
Bearded Ben in Holton, Kansas, age 59, says yes on the recruiting story, by the way.
Oh, that's kind of him.
Chad in Kyle, Texas. Yes. Sim in Thailand with us. Hello.
Thailand.
He says right now on YouTube that he is fighting the Friday traffic, ready for Friday night in Thailand.
What? So he's fighting traffic.
It's
So
like 5, 6 o'clock there.
okay.
They're,
Wow.
They're a day ahead
That
of
always
us.
messes with me when
Oh.
someone's like 2 days ahead.
Oh.
It's like, hey, what's going on there? Well, it's Tuesday here.
That
That
will throw
messes
you
me
for a
up.
loop. That
Yeah.
will throw you for a loop. He's in Thailand and it's 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock there.
Probably
PM.
5 or 6 p.m. Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Pete in Chattanooga. Why would he be listening to the show?
Why would he be listening? From Chattanooga.
Odd. All right.
William, by the way, is at South Mountain, Phoenix. He responded with more details there.
South Mountain. Bill, you know where that is.
I've been to South Mountain, yeah.
A lot of
do,
times.
do you know Cleve Dansby? Played for me at Northern Arizona. He's from South Mountain area.
Cleve Dansby.
Yes.
Hey, we didn't acknowledge. Oh, keep going.
And Laverne in Hawaii, by the way.
Laverne.
Yeah. So
808.
we got people in Thailand and Hawaii
yeah,
listening to
we
us. All parts of the
Anyone
world.
from Panama? The
Yeah,
canal.
yeah. Doug was here. So I mean, Doug and Beth were here from Panama.
Okay.
I think that's Panama, Nebraska.
No, Panama, the country.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
They've responded many times
Yes.
to roll call.
Jake's in that posture that's freaks. It's
And also,
Well, because the
he's
microphone's
side eyeing you too. He's
I'm
you
in
the
the
angry
posture.
side eye.
I'm in the posture because Mike's situation here. I'm gonna
Mike,
have
and they moved
we
your
have
computer.
to get this
I gotta
resolved.
How do we fix this?
I got a crooked neck going on.
I
right
know.
now.
I'm worried about you.
Constant-
Applied Connect. Come in.
Constant chiropractor
Yeah.
right now. Every day.
Yeah.
At this
You're,
point.
you're gonna miss time.
No, not missing time. You'll just be in a brace. I'll be in a neck
Yeah,
brace.
you'll be in a brace.
That is the roll call sponsored by Madson's Bowling and Billiards. Go see Sarah and the team just south of 48th and Holders for the best Friday night entertainment. Bowling, billiards, darts, karaoke, EJ's Bar and Lounge, hamburgers, wings. It's a great night.
Spirit animal.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Speaking of spirit animals, we didn't acknowledge Ben's presence.
Young Ben is here today.
Young Ben is here.
Thank you,
His
Young Ben.
hours are. Can you be here for all day, Ben? For the whole show?
He's
Nice.
gonna be
Okay.
That's great.
We have to ask. And will you be going on vacation this week, Ben? Next week? No. Okay. There's a
Ben, you
history.
be with us?
There's a history, so we have to ask now. Because we wouldn't
important
ask
to
that,
ask.
Ben, if you wouldn't after week one taking
You
10
can't
days.
just take off without telling us. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. All of a sudden, he thought, that was a wow.
It's fine.
Do we start with the high note or the sad note to
I
begin?
think you start sad, don't
Okay.
you?
The news yesterday in the world of sports that affects Nebraska fans and NFL fans over the world. Monty Kiffin passed away at age 84. yesterday from Lexington, Nebraska. Obviously,
From Lexington, yep.
Former Nebraska DC. Well, obviously was with the Buccaneers when they won the Super Bowl in 2003.
Tampa too.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. One of the best.
Basically, he co-invented it, right?
What's that? Yeah, I don't know if he even
Co-invented.
co-did it or he was a big part of it.
I read that he co-invented it. I didn't know
The
who
one
helped.
thing he was also a big inventor of, and that's what somebody. Anytime you say inventor, that's hard to say because it's like there's certain things in the throw game that things that have been thrown around and changed, and what Leach did and these guys did like that. I don't think Don Coryell wasn't doing some stuff in the '60s.
Right.
I mean, there's always things go.
Air Coryell.
There's some things that go backwards. So it's hard to always say that he was the originator of I mean, not he, but when people are the only originator, but the fire zone, the zone blitz was so big that myself and Tony Samuel flew down to Tampa and spent 2 days with Monty Kiffin.
Wow.
Learning some of the zone blitzes. One of them was called Bark. That was a strong side 4-man zone blitz when we went through all the adjustments that could come out of it. And so it was pretty interesting, pretty intriguing.
That is. I mean, just know that he started his career at Nebraska and then he went on to an incredible career. And he did win 2 national titles as a defensive coordinator here, and then parlayed it into an incredible pro career, including a Super Bowl ring with Tampa. And that was after, I think that was the 2002 season, right?
Yeah,
Jake knows
they beat the Raiders.
They had 4 interceptions.
Callahan's right. John Gruden beat Bill Callahan in the Super Bowl.
I think they had 4 interceptions in that game.
I think you're right. Dexter Jackson had a couple picks, I want to say.
Dexter Jackson.
He was like a surprise MVP of that game.
So, yeah, I mean, Kiffin, huge name in this state.
We were playing Colorado State. His son coached for Colorado State, and I was at Utah.
Which son?
I think it was.
Was it Chris?
I believe it was Chris.
Okay,
it wasn't Lane, obviously.
Chris is probably it.
But we're playing before the game, and so Monty yells at me across the field, and so I went over and talked to him. He was there visiting. They must have had a bye week or something at that time. So it must have been a bye week. So he was there. So I know that. I also know that through the grapevine of people, because he was a big, close friend, obviously, with Coach Lubick, the head coach.
Yes.
So anyway, so I go there right away. I said, Monty, I said, everyone knows you're in the press box and you're helping call this game. That's illegal. You know that. And he kind of just chuckled at me like, yeah. I go, you can't do that, right? That's illegal. You can't have ads. Oh, yeah, I know, Bill.
So he was probably pretty funny, right? I never met him.
Yeah, he had a great sense of humor. Yeah. I'd just say I know him really well. The person that would have known him really, George knew him pretty, Darlington, obviously Tom knew him really well, but incredible career. Was working up until this last few months, at Ole Miss
in his 80s.
Yes, is like a personnel person, overseeing. I'm sure he's overseeing everything. I'm sure
lived in Oxford
from afar, just overseeing everything with Lane.
He died in Oxford. He was interesting. Now this is straight from the Lincoln Journal-Star. Bill would understand this more than me and you. His preferred basic assignment football on the line came to be known as one gap scheme. Me and Jake have only a sort of a general idea what that means. It says size didn't matter as much as quickness, and players being where they're supposed to be. Interestingly, he encouraged his defenders to play racquetball to improve their quickness. And if you didn't play racquetball, he wasn't happy.
I didn't know the racquetball story. That's new to me.
That's he thought just quickness.
Yeah.
Quickness. He didn't emphasize size as much as quickness. So it's interesting. That's interesting. He also did this thing called the Nebraska jig. He did a little jig for his pro teams on Friday nights to kind of loosen them up. And nobody can really describe the dance, but they just say it was really funny. So he had
to try to describe it.
I mean, I just wondered that with Lane's funny and kind of off, kind of quirky funny. I just wonder if that's how his dad was too, because Lane's quirky funny. He's interesting. Lane's very interesting. Like he's not, he's one of those guys that like Leach. Even when he's not trying to be funny, he's kind of funny.
I'm sure. Like I said, I know he had a great personality. I do know that. But from Lexington, Nebraska.
Yep.
Kind of a career.
R.I.P. Monty Kiffin, age 84. On a positive note here,
Good
a
job,
happy
Jake.
note. We knew we were teased about this. We were clued in about a week ago from our very own Terrell Farley. But Terrell Farley, Ticket's own Terrell Farley, is a Nebraska Hall of Famer now.
Hall of Fame.
That's right. The
Yes.
Hall of Fame for Terrell Farley.
Which
Farley.
Hall of Fame?
Nebraska Hall of Fame.
Nebraska Hall of Fame.
That's incredible. That's someone that we work with, who we see every Monday morning. He comes in and calls Jake Snorenson, which is fun every Monday.
Every day.
Hey, Jake Snorenson.
Every
So
day.
you see him. So we only see him on Monday mornings.
Right.
You see him when he comes
I was
in.
sitting back there at my office and about 9:15. I say, "Hey, look, it's Snorenson back here." Oh, hey, Farley.
Farley.
And Farley's last year at Nebraska was 96. He, you know what dudes do? Bill will agree with this. They block kicks.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes block kicks.
Absolutely.
I mean, they do. That's when you think of dudes, when you think of block kicks, you think, oh my God, okay, that's a dude.
Not everyone can block kicks. Not it's like, oh yeah, he can do it too. No, some guys can't. Just haven't.
Farley,
They have a knack for it.
Farley blocked
did.
3. He blocked 3. Blocked 2 in 95 and 1 in 96. His big year was 95. And the thing that Farley, he never, I guess he wouldn't talk about it. And I forgot until I was looking stuff up. But he had 8 tackles in that national title game against Florida. He sacked Warfel twice. That's a dude.
2 sacks.
Yeah.
Okay, in the national title game, he led the team in tackles and had 2 sacks. Dude. I mean, he got him twice.
And that was a great,
Woo!
great experience. I mean, a great attest to great recruiting and seeing someone, because Farley was not a big linebacker.
6'1", 205.
So, like I said, they talked about him playing corner in the NFL.
6'1", 205,
So it's
Bill.
so easy. And so, like I said, I had a player like this, Maurice Alexander from Arizona Western, that it was a 3rd-round draft pick. Same thing. He played middle linebacker, and he weighed 190. And everybody's like, oh, he can't. But they're like, well, he's the best player in the whole league. There's no one even close. Well, that's what Farley was. Farley was the best player on the field every time. But then people sometimes it might even push back, like, well, I don't know, he's 200, 205.
205, yeah.
But he could play so fast. And then Nebraska saw his skill set, and so it's a great job of, because it'd be easiest to say, I don't know if he's big enough, and then instead it's like this: turn the film on, the film on,
exactly.
Turn the film on, watch the film.
Farley, like when I think of over the years, dudes that I would pay to see. That's the separator for me. I'll pay to see.
He's a must see.
Yeah, I would pay to see Farley play. Pay to see Amon play.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Amon was the kind of guy that get you jacked up. Farley was that guy on defense.
Yes.
And back then, now they had a lot of those. It's waning in that regard. Yes. Were guys that I would gladly pay a lot of money to watch. Farley, Jake, was exciting to watch. I mean, Demario Williams was like that. But
yeah, he was.
Farley was a notch above Demario. I mean, Demario's bigger.
But Levante David.
Yeah.
Pay to see him.
Yep.
You had to tell him, whoa, not go. That's the key. You got to tell him something. Hey, you got to slow down on this to do this. When you don't have to, you have to slow him down. That's a special person.
Yeah, Farley. So just by way of just to get it on the record,
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, and he had 62 tackles on the 95 team, the 95 national title team, 27 solo stops, 2 interceptions, 2 blocked punts. He picked off 3 passes and had 92 yards in interception returns. I mean, Jake, think about it.
He was a freak.
And we get to see him every day.
We do. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's
we
interesting.
Talk to him every day. But our conversations never really, usually the league conversation is, what is he cooking? We usually want to know what he has going on.
Making
the
some Rasta pasta, making some
about
wings.
That, and we get that.
Well, I mean, people in Lincoln know or that listen to the ticket. He's funny. So
it's really funny.
Yeah. It's
really funny. We have a lot of good laughs with him.
He's got a super good sense of humor.
He told me this story one time when it made, so there's a thing in football called BTF, which is blitz the formation. So you call a blitz.
I love this stuff.
You call a blitz.
BTF.
So it's like, so you ran the blitz you're going to call is going to be this, or this, based on how they lined up in what formation. So it was like, a lot of times it's based on where the tight ends at, different things. So you just call it BTF. And it's blitz the formation. Here's the blitz. So if they line up like this, we run this. Everyone's checking it. Boom, boom, boom. Farley said in junior college it was BTF, blitz Terrell Farley. That was awesome. BTF.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Boy, Farley.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's Farley.
Every time I see him, I always think BTF. BTF.
Terrell Farley.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, he was good. Hey,
Yeah.
read the other guys that are going in. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
I don't have it. Hold on.
I was giving our boy a shout out there.
We can
Terrell
do that
Farley.
later, or we can.
T-Bird's going in.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Here. Hold on. I got it, Jake.
Tyrone Bird from Arizona is going in.
Awkward radio, but we can
I was
do this.
lucky to have a chance to coach him.
Tyrone Bird. Yeah.
I was a
Okay.
graduate assistant.
Okay,
during
here
his
we
time.
are. Here we go. Kevin Leitner, Bill, you know him. I know
Yes,
him.
What an offensive lineman he was. Ended up, he was with Frank at Ohio U, and then he ended up going to
That's right.
Vanderbilt. Now he's overseas coaching right now.
I think
And,
Japan.
Japan. I played
I
with
think
him.
it's Japan.
I think you're right, but I'm not sure on that.
COVID almost got it.
Oh, he was on.
Really?
I was.
Oh.
I
Yep.
remember messaging to him on Messenger.
Yep.
And I'm just like hanging because I'm hearing that everybody's telling me, "Hey, Leitner's not good."
Well, it was
Leitner's not
rough.
good. It was rough. Like he was not going to make it.
No, I talked to
Yeah.
him during that period. I did
Yeah.
a column during the COVID period. It about got him.
Yes.
He survived it, and I got to know him. He's a great dude, and he was a big, strong, and he became like a weight coach, I think, didn't he? Strength coach.
I believe so. I mean, he had unbelievable.
be
For a
wrong.
long time, he held a lot of records.
I know he might not
Nebraska.
have became a strength coach, but he did hold a lot of records.
Yes.
Okay, you're right. Safety Tyrone Bird, Farley, Chris Kelsey.
Chris. Oh yeah, absolutely.
From Auburn, right? Auburn, Nebraska.
One of the more intimidating players I covered. Intimidating. I didn't when I interviewed him. It was he was intimidating. Not many players were like that. He was like that. He was
Absolutely.
intimidating.
He actually had a pretty good career with the Buffalo Bills too.
Absolutely.
Yes, he
I
did.
think 7, 8
Absolutely.
years with the Bills. Very good.
You
career with
guys
the Bills.
both know. Bill knows Jared Crick. He's
yeah.
going in. I know
Yeah.
Crick. Crick was a daddy.
Had a great time hanging out with him on a golf event just a few months ago.
And then Rex
Yes.
Burkhead.
It's a good class right there.
10. I mean, you want another sign of a dude? How about playing 10 years in the NFL? as a running back?
NFL 10 years at running back.
Running back.
There's a big difference.
Right.
Big difference.
10-year running back career in the NFL. And he ran for 3,000 yards plus at Nebraska. And he was he was just a special player.
That's a good class right there. It's a very good class of Hall of Famers.
It is, Jake.
And I'm happy that Farley's in it.
I know. It's great for Farley.
Did Bill's call to action, you think, help Farley this year?
I think so. I
We
think
just-
so. I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm
He
not.
made
I
a
thought
call.
about it.
We had to be known.
Yeah, I made a big. I was upset
I
about
thought
it.
about it.
You
I
should
talked
have
about
been
it on
upset
there. I
with
said,
it.
"Why is Terrell Farley not in the Hall
I
of
mean,
Fame?"
Jake,
the
I know.
heck?
I don't know if you're asking that seriously. I did think about that yesterday. I wonder if Bill. I don't know. It might have. He belongs in it.
He should.
But
Why would he not be
let's
in
make
it?
sure one thing's clear. Us saying like me or anybody when I said why is Terrell Farley not in the Hall of Fame, they're like, "Oh yeah, let's put him in." No, he got in on
Yeah,
because
well,
he's an
his
unbelievable
It might have
player.
helped him
accolades.
though.
His
Yeah.
accolades.
Well, yeah,
got him.
we
Yeah.
read his accolades.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
correct. He was an incredible player.
Yes,
I mean, incredible to watch. I mean, and it is, and you know what? I got to tell you, I take for granted being around those guys sometimes because I was pretty young. I was still in my 20s, and I was like kind of a fan. Farley, in fact, played before I started covering him. I started covering him in '96. Now he did play in '96, but '95 was his big year. So I was just sort of a fan, and he was a dude. I'd be like, oh man. I mean, watch Farley on this play. He was that type of guy.
So congrats to Terrell Farley and the other people in the class, Rex Burkhead and the other ones you mentioned there. But it's great class.
you just spilled coffee all over yourself.
That happens sometimes.
It's okay. Sorry.
Well-
Jake's rebounding from a bad concert.
Bad concert.
I am. I'm here. Ready.
We have the text if we need to pull them up. We can pull the text if we need to.
We have to get this resolved. This setup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you're
head,
really-
look at. I'm hunched over. I'm gonna have a hunchback.
You're
here
jacked
next
up.
year.
And he's got. And first of all, when you're like this, it's going to upset my dad. My dad likes when you roll
Pin.
the
I
pin
had
through your
it.
fingers.
I was
But
doing it, yeah.
can you do it still
I was-
with your when you're this separated?
No, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it. Though. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
Now I got to think about that.
You're going to need a chiropractor.
I know. I'm working on that.
We're calling HR.
Need HR. By the way, if you're a Hall of Famer, you're probably very hungry for breakfast this morning, right?
Where would you go for
You deserve
breakfast?
a great breakfast.
You're a Hall of Famer.
Real quick, if you were looking,
Probably really hungry.
You deserve a great
what kind of
breakfast.
hole would you want?
You'd want a hash hole
Asshole.
from the early bird. 19th and K. Also, 3 locations: Omaha, a couple in Iowa, but in Lincoln, 19th and K, not far from the capital.
Yeah.
You can get breakfast burritos. You can get anything for breakfast, lunch, and brunch. French toast, chicken fried steak. How about cinnamon roll pancakes.
God.
And like I mentioned, the hash holes.
In the chicken fried steak is what's the key word? Smothered.
Smothered.
That's the word that changes everything when you're looking at the menu and the word says smothered.
Change a lot of things.
That's what it is. They double gravy. They double
Do
gravy.
they?
They double, and you don't have to even say, like, you know how you're sitting there with your wife and all of a sudden she kind of looks away for a second. You're like going, double the gravy. Double the gravy. You kind of look at her like they kind of whisper. They double the gravy. Or you fake go in the bathroom and you walk by the waitress. Hey, just double the gravy. I forgot to say it when I was there. But now you don't have to because Jamie makes sure. Yeah, I forgot to say. Hey, listen,
you're a dandy.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Hey,
you are a dandy.
Hey, my bad on that one. We need to double the gravy. My wife forgot to tell me. Table 7.
6 locations. Also, they've got brunch cocktail sip. You can get a mimosa, Bloody Mary, anything else beyond that.
Okay.
Early Bird, the place to go for breakfast,
maybe a Jack and Coke,
lunch and brunch. 19th and K.
Not
Do
bad.
it. Why not? Aging Gracefully is next. An early break.
Oh, that's you, Steve.
Yeah.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Schaefer's has a savings on 4K TVs from Sony, Samsung, and LG. And rest easy. 24 months interest-free on qualified mattress purchases. Hurry in. The first 500 customers get an exclusive gift from Santa with their purchase during Schaefer's Original
Christmas in July. Health LNK is Lincoln's newest weight loss center, located at 7121 Pioneers Boulevard. At Health LNK, they've got all the goodies. From magic beans, okay, they're vitamins and supplements, to health gurus, they call them coaches, who know all the tips and tricks to make you feel your best. Let's face it, we all want to feel better, so why not get help from the professionals? Health LNK is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. Visit Health LNK today at 71st and Pioneers.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Dana Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My apologies for not mentioning Newton's Lawn Care, the sponsor of Idle Chit Chat in the first segment. That's my bad. Andrew, 402-440-6297. Call or text and take care of all your lawn care needs this summer and fall.
Andrew.
Was he in the garage this morning at all, Bill, or not?
What's that? He's not there. He's on the move today. He's on the move. He's got a big weekend ahead. A lot of baseball.
Okay.
A lot of baseball. He's got 14 kids.
He's got a baseball team in his house.
He's got his own team in his house. Yes.
So,
all right, good.
There you go. Well,
thanks for mentioning that.
On that note, before we get to Aging Gracefully, though.
Aging Gracefully.
This segment, too, is sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Are you needing a new tractor or side-by-side to elevate your operation, maybe a boat or a golf simulator when you want to relax a little bit? Beck's Commitment Rewards program offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these items and more. To learn more about Beck's Commitment Rewards, go to beckshybrids.com. And remember the 3 F's, faith, family, and farming. And Sip, what does Bill's hat say?
Beck's.
Yes. Growing season is crushing it right now. Right now, Sonny is so excited about what's going on as Beck's has taken over Nebraska and the entire Midwest. So get on board, people. You don't want to be all of a sudden walking around without Beck's gear on because you'll be outed. You will be. People
will be?
Yeah, you will be. People are going to be like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? Where's your Beck's stuff
It's
at?
good to know.
Yeah, so Steve has a lot of Beck's gear, and he'll be out there speaking. Sonny has brought Steve out to speak in York at the Elks Club, and that was done by Sonny's direct word to Trevor to make this happen.
Trevor, we're thinking August 20th, by the way.
Okay. Nice.
I'll text you.
Be there.
Can you imagine that?
Jake will be there.
I'll be your
Steve
support.
Sipple night. Steve Sipple
Are you
night.
seriously? Will you drive out there
in
with
York?
me?
Well, why wouldn't I go?
I'll drive out there. You can drive with me.
Okay. I'll drive.
He didn't seem excited about
I'll drive
that.
myself.
He didn't seem about getting in your truck.
You
No,
have
he did
been
not.
banned from driving by several entities. Why would I want to drive?
There's a lot. There's controversy last night too at the party.
What part? Oh, your birthday? Yeah, Parker's.
Yeah.
Was
Parker's.
Adam there?
Adam was there, and he comported himself well.
Did he?
Yeah. Adam, my brother, was there, and he was
body
very
image questions at all.
No body image questions. He comported himself very well. The controversy is
What
I don't
happened?
wear a helmet on when I ride my motorcycle, and that did not go over well at all. I don't wear a helmet.
Why would we? What? Why? Yeah, wear
Because
a
you don't
helmet.
have to anymore.
I know, but wear a helmet.
No, let's not do this. Ben.
So if you have a wreck, is there a better chance of survival with or without a helmet?
There's a better chance of survival.
Okay.
All right. That
should have been their question for the early break.
That was a rough part of the beautiful dinner though. Wow. Parker's.
Did you have the brisket?
No, Bill. I had the St. Louis spare rib, which I love.
Yes.
Yeah, the
St. Louis.
Yeah, the St. Louis spare ribs, which are incredible.
So those are wet then.
And Ron, my married to my sister, gave me a lot of his catfish. So I had a lot of catfish too. Yeah.
Good eating last night.
Oh God, I ate
Good
way too
eating
much.
for Sip and Parker's for your birthday.
Yeah, I ate way too
belated
much.
birthday celebration.
Yeah, I ate way too much.
Was there a happy birthday? They sing it?
Yeah, they sang.
Nice.
I wasn't down on that, but they
I
did.
assume you weren't.
No, they did though. It was good. The waitress was just excellent. Now this will get into aging gracefully.
All right,
because something happened.
Yes. What do you got?
What happened?
Aging gracefully.
I've told you guys before that I had an editor, Todd Hendricks, who had a great, this would be Bill would appreciate this as a coach. He had a great kind of a way he wanted me to operate. And sometimes you'd call me in and say, with your column, surprise me. Just surprise me. Don't just write the standard stuff. Oh, the offensive coordinator's optimistic. You win with a strong offensive line. It's got to start up front. The stuff you write over and over.
Coach speak.
Yeah, coach speak. He would always say, surprise me. Well, something happened last night that really surprised me.
Oh, boy.
It was a gift from Natalie Sipple, my Adam's wife.
Okay.
She presented me with flowers. Flowers.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay.
And her rationale was fascinating. She said, men only get flowers at their funeral. I want to give you flowers before you kick it.
How do you respond to that?
Before your death.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful.
I like it.
Yeah. She said, and I think it might be a thing that's happening, maybe. But yeah, she gave me a little vase of flowers.
And were there roses? Was
it
it
was a
carnation?
Carnation. It was a mix.
Right.
There was a daisy in there.
Bouquet.
Yeah, there's a daisy, a carnation. Jake doesn't know how to take this. I understand.
No, I got a question.
I understand. It's off. That's the thing. It's surprising. It's surprising.
Question I have is your reaction. Where did you get the flowers?
Ben is uncomfortable.
Flowers.
Yeah, Ben's uncomfortable.
Did she say something about the flowers before she gave them?
Yeah,
to her?
she said exactly that. She said, men only get flowers at their funeral. I want to give you flowers before you die. She didn't say it exactly that way, but that was the message.
Okay.
The crux.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
It was a beautiful message there from Natalie.
Yeah, from Natalie. I was
the aging
surprised
gracefully is to give unique gifts. Is that the aging part?
Yeah, or
Is that
or
just to accept
creative.
flowers
Be
when people give them to you.
yeah. I mean, I'm comfortable enough in my manhood.
I was trying to figure out what the topic.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to tie this together.
okay, the aging gracefully.
Yeah, where's this come? Because we're trying to get it to come
It
full
was
circle.
more of just a story about aging.
Yeah,
it's
just,
more of
just a story about
story about
a unique
aging.
gift while I had barbecue sauce on my hands.
No, can I just frame it up that way?
It wasn't coming around.
It's a story about aging. I don't think she give.
I don't think it is.
I'm 58. All right, here's the story about aging. Then there was something that happened when I was driving there on the Hog. I saw a guy in Greenwood riding a.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Give
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I saw
Peace
several of those. We'll talk about that later. By the way, that's. Anyway, I have thoughts of retirement. Because now I'm starting to think about it, and I saw a guy, and I thought, you know what, this would be a good part of a good retirement plan. A dude in Greenwood was riding lawnmower. It looked to me like he just got done mowing his lawn and just rode his lawnmower to the bar.
That's aging gracefully right there.
Which makes
we might have led with that story. I'm just saying.
Which made a lot of sense to me. And I thought, you know what? Buy a home in a small town. Make sure you have a riding lawnmower, and just transition right from lawn mowing to the bar. Tolerate people for a while, then ride it home.
One.
I like that.
I like that aging gracefully.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I was in Niobrara, and I saw someone on one of those, the 360 ones with the levers. They can fly. When he was driving in street mode, it was like driving a golf cart around, and he was rolling. So that's probably what you saw there too.
Just ride it in town.
Yeah, just ride it in town.
Ride it right. I mean,
car when you got
I hate mowing the lawn. I hate it. Jake likes it. I hate it. But if I had a rider that I could ride right to a bar afterwards, not a bad
idea.
Park in the spot, yeah.
I would whip through a couple of people's yard. My friend's yard. I would whip through and drop it down real low and just put a path through it. Just keep right on driving. Oh, absolutely. Hang on, watch this. Whip over to Sip's house. I drop it down. Take one pass.
Sorry, Sip, my bad.
Take one pass.
That's a good idea.
All of a sudden, Trixie's like, "What is that?" Busch going to the bar.
What do you think?
He's
hammered.
That is Asian Gracefully sponsored by Tread Central Tire Pros just south of Cortland.
We had a
Highway
whole
77.
section we didn't know where the story was.
Come on.
Derek Bombeck is next on an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Health LNK is Lincoln's newest weight loss center, located at 7121 Pioneers Boulevard. At Health LNK, they've got all the goodies. From magic beans, okay, they're vitamins and supplements, to health gurus, they call them coaches, who know all the tips and tricks to make you feel your best. Let's face it, we all want to feel better, so why not get help from the professionals? Health LNK is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. Visit Health LNK today at 71st and Pioneers. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Karma Latte sales go to the Pediatric Cancer Action Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Once again, your song of the day.
Hey,
from 1978.
Jake Sorensen.
Yeah. Give Bill a moment.
Now he needs a
We're
moment.
not worthy. We are not worthy of this. Oh my!
I said you'd probably be surprised by my choice today, but yeah, Fat Bottom Girls by Queen,
Wow.
1978.
Good job. Great creativity.
464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating in the Sartor Heyman Jewelers song of the
You
day.
knew Big C was coming and you still played it.
He's talking about girls.
What'd you hear to hell, Fat Bottom Girls,
It's all,
Dad?
it's all good, C. See, it's all good. Jake surprised
He was a fatty, such a naughty, natty,
something like that.
something like that.
Whatever they're saying.
Jake Sorensen.
What are you doing, Jake?
I
told you I was going to surprise you.
You
today.
did.
And you never saw that coming at all.
No.
Nobody saw that coming.
Right
No.
now, give me 10,000 songs to guess. I think he's going to go Fat Bottom
I
Girl
thought-
Queen. I've said
Job.
on the show before that Queen would be probably my number one concert to go back in time to see what it'd be like to see Queen like 1980s, 70s. It would be remarkable. It would
You must have saw the movie.
Could you imagine when that came on?
Did you see the movie?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my
I haven't
gosh,
seen it.
that's
Is it
it's a game changer. Yeah,
Is it? I
Yeah.
got to see that. But just, I mean, they would 100,000 seat stadium. I mean, it was nuts to see him. Anyway, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
I don't know how you follow that.
We got a lot of people to deal with here. I mean, we got a lot of people to score. So I'll give it a 8.995.
Wow.
It's a good song. Always liked it.
What a start to that song. That was right at the start.
Talk about grabbing
hooks
you.
you.
It
Yep.
grabs you right away.
It's got a good lead.
98889.
Whoa.
9889. And it also just it's a Friday song. It's a walk-up
Yeah, good
song.
job.
Yep.
It's a turn it up song.
Yep.
It's also amazing that when Jake plays Heyman songs, he plays about 30 seconds, but a good song of his, he plays a minute 45.
Yeah.
A minute 20 maybe.
We're going to get sued no matter what.
Jake's not playing it. I'm going with it. What do you think, Derek?
Okay, well, who do we have in here
We got
today?
Derek Bombeck, the director of sport for Visit Lincoln. Derek, what's your rating today?
It was good. Like, that hook in the beginning catches you. It was a good Friday song. Bill's performance upped it. I'm going 925. Yep.
Wow, that's as high as he goes.
Should we get
good.
Big C score?
Big
over
C,
there?
what do you
Big
think?
C.
Give us a score. C.
Fire it out.
I'll give it a 5.
A 5.
Okay, yeah.
I understand.
When you get
Understand.
older, you'll give it a higher score.
Ben's going to be a 7-2.
I think it's 8-1 for Ben.
Ben.
9.6
Jeez,
for Ben.
Ben.
It's a feel-good song, isn't it, Ben?
Wow.
Ben, have you ever heard that song?
Yes, he has.
Look at Ben's face. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ben gave it a 9.6.
Thank you, Ben.
Well,
Sport.
yes, it is now time to get to our things happening in Lincoln with Derek. We saw Derek Bombeck 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Talking about the tennis tournament. We'll get that in a second.
He looked like he was
Jake
going to
last
like,
night.
Yeah,
he was dressed as if he's going to a fraternity meeting. There's something down at the tall house.
He was dressed in
I,
lines.
I always question how to dress when I meet a client for the first time, knowing that the clients were going to be in shorts and like t-shirts or polos. But I was like, you know what? I'll throw the button-up shirt on and the slacks, and then day 2 it was the joggers, and much a little more low key. So.
Well,
Okay.
I saw you last night, Derek, at the opening night of the Cornhusker State Games at PBA. Tell us about what that event is and how long that goes for.
Yes, we had a fantastic kickoff to the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, which is the Nebraska's largest amateur athletic competition. Josiah and Rebecca Alec kicked it off great along with the governor for the torch lighting. But over the next 2 weeks, between July 11th and July 21st, there's going to be over 70 sports played across the state, the majority in Lincoln and Omaha, but others around the surrounding communities. So come check those out. You can still register for some events. If you want to volunteer, you can volunteer. But otherwise, just come out and support the events by checking out CornhuskerStateGames.com. So it's a great organization, a great event, and it's great for the entire state of Nebraska.
70 sports.
Yeah,
70.
it's almost comical to think. I mean, we host the most sports out of any state games in the country, and Dave Lynn, Eric, Scott Ash, Linus Hagedorn, they're great at what they do.
They
Say those names again, please.
Dave Lynn, Eric, Scott Ash, Linus, or Pat Hagedorn, whatever you want to refer to him as.
They said 7,000 people will be participating this year.
And those numbers are a little
7,000.
low. They're hoping to have 8,000 by the time competitions completely wrap up and late registrations come in. But I mean, typically we get over 10,000 on some of that stuff. And yeah, we're usually one of the nation's largest state games.
Well, it's coming up here in July, going forward to the 21st. Up next, the Nebraska football road race, Derek.
Yes.
Road race.
Come run with the Huskers and try to find a cure for pediatric brain cancer. The Nebraska football road race is going to consist of a 1-mile fun run as well as a 5K race that will take place July 14th. The run is going to start and finish inside Memorial Stadium. So the 1-mile fun run is going to begin at 8 o'clock and the 5K will begin shortly after that. So if you still want to register the event, check out lincolnrun.org/races. You can find out more.
I think you can run. I think kids can run with the players if you might hook up with a player.
Yeah.
And run with.
Yep. That's kind of the goal. Hence run with the Huskers.
The first thing on the thing.
All into the name. All tied together.
It was funny. Adrian ran with a kid once a mile, and the kid was really fast.
I remember you talked about that.
Yeah, Adrian was like, "Man, this is not what I signed up for."
Yeah.
The first line in Derek's thing says, "Come run with the Huskers."
Easy, Jay.
Just commenting. Up next, Derek, the USA Roller Sports National Championships.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this in the past, but we are just wrapping up week 1 of the USA Roller Sports National Championships in speed and roller hockey. I do know that several national records were set this week because the floor is super fast since they did not have to put a subfloor down on top of the competition floor. It's directly onto the concrete. So
That's
a lot of
cool.
athletes are competing to go to Italy for the World Championships. So you can check out this event the entire month of July and early August as artistic skating's going to be coming up next, followed by roller derby. So it is open to the public. It's out at Speedway Village. This is a one-of-a-kind event that Lincoln hosts, often, but a lot of people in Lincoln just don't get out to see it. So we encourage you to do so. Check out usarollersports.org to find out more about the event schedule, ticket prices, and what you can see.
And the last thing, we mentioned this on Wednesday, again in studio with Alex Guthrie, but you're also, but the ATP Lincoln Challenger, remind us, Terry.
Yes, I'm going to bring this up one more time until we get closer to the event, but Lincoln is hosting the ATP Challenger August 4th through 11th at the Dillon Tennis Complex. Some 60 of the top athletes across the world are going to be in town. Over 25 countries are going to be represented. The field's going to be announced Tuesday. A lot of them are coming directly from Wimbledon to come play, and a lot of them are competing to get their better seeds at the U.S. Open at Arthur Ashe Stadium. So, again, a lot of big-time names that are up and coming that might be, world top 10 here in the very near future are going to be right here in Lincoln. So we encourage you to come out and support the event. Check it out. You can go to lincolnchallenger.com for more ticket and event information. But I think tickets are going to sell out pretty quick.
You can't miss this.
We were just at the university yesterday talking about capacity, and it's not as high as you'd think out there. So if you want to go, get your tickets early.
Any chance Jake mentioned it? Jake will do it? Can he be a ball boy?
Yeah, if you want to talk, well, there is a volunteer sign up on the website, or you can talk to Kevin Heim at Woods Tennis Center.
I know Kevin.
Yeah, so
I know Kevin.
I know.
I can talk to Kevin.
Be a ball boy.
Is Kevin where you got beat by a 75-year-old when you were 25? When you were 25,
probably so.
Yeah.
That guy's really good, though.
He's got a backhand.
Maury is a very good tennis
player. Maury.
Come on. Maury's awesome. Good guy.
Lost to a 75-year-old.
I did. He can still beat me right now, I'm sure. Derek, thank you very much.
Sport.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Hour 2, Luke Gifford in the house.
NFL.
Early break on the
National Football League.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48 NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 14th, enjoy USDA Choice 6-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $8.99. Fairway's 16-ounce packs of hickory smoked bacon for $3.99 per pack with a limit of 4, fresh salmon for $9.88 per pound, and 24 packs of Michelob Ultra for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Play ball! Ready to unleash the fun with Salt Dogs Baseball? Join us at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed games running through August. Stay ahead of the game by visiting saltdogs.com for updates on exciting promotions, giveaways, and events happening each week. Experience a change-up from your typical family night, or make it a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers.
Strike three, you're out!
Don't miss the fun happening all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundall, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Wake up, Lincoln! I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what on a Friday does Steve Schindler have going on in Creighton?
It might be one of their best events. It's a once-a-year event. It's a big deal for what Steve has going on at that. They're doing Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid.
No, they're not.
Yes.
You're
and
kidding
so
me.
all of the bankers have to survive. They'll all be naked banking.
No way.
They've released 2,000 mosquitoes inside of the lobby. They have no food, no water.
This is in Creighton.
So in Creighton. So they're trying to get food and water from the customers that come in. They have a piece of gum in their purse.
They're somewhat covered, though, right?
I don't know. It's Naked and Afraid.
All right.
That's the rules.
2,000 mosquitoes.
2,000 mosquitoes. No food, no water, anything. You must become a scavenger, basically, to survive.
Oh.
And so
he's taking it up a notch.
Taking it up a notch, yes. So it'll be out. They're actually going to show it on the actual show, Naked and Afraid.
Are they?
They're going to show a brief clip of it. Yes, that'll be on in October.
Okay.
Yes, on in October.
In October.
Yeah. So
Just
today,
look for that.
Look for that. Naked and Afraid. Today's bank. 2,000 mosquitoes have been released.
Oh, that is
to make it
I might
more
stay
realistic.
away from the bank today.
Yeah.
It'll be
No,
fun.
no.
Check it out. See what's going on in there.
I am freaked out by this.
About this, yes.
Because if you walk into that bank,
it's a very popular show.
and saw a bunch of naked tellers, it would freak you out.
Freak you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Freak you out. It's part of the show.
I just want to get a cashier's check.
Why is that guy close? Where's his clothes at? Why are there mosquitoes everywhere?
Why are there mosquitoes everywhere? Oh, and also heats up to 98.
Yeah, it's hot
just
in
hot
here.
in there. It's just hot.
It's hot. I don't want to stand in
Hot,
line.
no food, no water, mosquitoes. Let's bank.
There we go. Thanks to Shin Daddy for sponsoring.
That's
us.
a good
It's
one,
always
Shindy.
great.
Yeah. All right, we have a special
We got
guest.
a special guest. He was here with us last summer at the old studio. Now it's at the new studio. It's Luke Gifford, Tennessee Titans linebacker. Luke, good to see you for year 2 here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. The summer was getting a little late. I didn't know if I was getting an invite back or not.
Where'd you play college ball at?
Right here, baby. Come on.
At the U.
He's in the NFL. Year 6. Is this
yeah,
right?
year 6 coming up right
How
now.
about that?
Anything over
Crazy.
year 1's amazing.
Yep.
So year
Yeah.
6 is just remarkable.
Yeah, how do you feel? Just start it right there. Did you think you'd make it 6 years in the big
Man,
league?
honestly, coming into it, I any like 1 would have been great, you know. So I knew I could do it for sure, but 6 years, it goes by fast, man. I can't believe it's coming up on 6 already.
We were at a soiree together the other night.
We were.
And we were talking and talk to us a little bit about just now what it's like. And you were mentioning about just what the sport does to your body and how you are.
Man, I was telling Coach Busch, this was probably the first year that like I really felt my body in a way that I hadn't in the past. I'd gone through a core surgery and then, you know, like didn't heal probably the right way and wasn't 100% going into the season and dealt with basically like it's like playing with 2 pulled groins all year.
Ooh,
so
that's
then
not fun.
yeah, so that and then I was pulling my hamstrings and it was a tough year for me, honestly. Like I probably didn't feel back to 100% until close to like April. So yeah, it was this was by far the toughest year as far as body stuff. Obviously everybody goes through it, right?
How does it work? You mentioned that because you're the core leader of the special teams and you're the leader of that group. You said it was hard to lead.
It was
when you were beat up because you couldn't do what you wanted to do.
Right. Well, you know, I've always been one of those guys that like when I look at leaders, they're obviously supposed to be the guys that are getting it done on the field at a really high level. And I was brought there to do that, and they paid me like that. And I felt like, you know, when I showed up, it was I'm here to run the room, you know, and make plays and play at a high level. And I just felt like I was about half of myself. So it was hard for me to, you know, I can build relationships. That's not a problem for me. But I think showing why they brought me and the kind of player I was, that was hard for me because I just wasn't who I am, you know? And so that it was harder for me to come in and really like run the room the way that I felt like that's what they needed from me. And so, you know, I'm looking forward to that this year because I feel like there's been some time. I've built the relationships and now I can finally kind of show the kind of player I am. So
when does training camp start this year for you guys?
We start July 23rd, so it's coming up right around the corner.
11 days away.
Yeah.
Gearing up.
Talk about
here.
coming up.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
Just less than 2 weeks here.
Yes. Luke Gifford joins us, former Husker, current Tennessee Titan. So how is your health now?
I feel great now. I'm back to normal. I feel good. So I'm excited for camp to start and just new staff, you know, everything's kind of a breath of fresh air, just ready to roll. So it'll be fun.
Tell us about that. You have a new head coach.
Yeah. Nothing new for me. Been through plenty of those.
Yeah.
But Coach Callahan he's from Cincinnati. He was the OC in Cincinnati last year. He's been great. And then Denard Wilson's our defensive coordinator. He spent time all over, but he was in Baltimore last year and he's been awesome too. So it's been a lot of fun. It's both. They're doing a lot of different stuff that I haven't been a part of. Same with special teams. So it's been fun to learn for sure.
How many head coaches have you been through?
Well, I think I had Bo for a year. I had Riley for a couple. I had Frost. Then I got to the Cowboys and had Coach Garrett for a year. I had Coach McCarthy, and then went to Tennessee and had Vrabel for a year, and now I have Coach Callahan.
That's 7. That's 7.
Yeah,
coaches.
however many that is.
7.
That's
incredible.
A stunning amount of head coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said you've been through a lot of them, I didn't know it was 7.
Yeah, I never would have guessed, to be honest. But
how does that affect you? How does that affect a player?
I think the older I've gotten, it doesn't affect me as much. I think when you're young and you're still trying to learn, it definitely does. And you can see that even like with the young guys in the NFL, just adjusting to each guy's style, you know, is tough. But it does affect you if you let it. I think the older I get, though, the more I'm just like, you know, I take control what I can, and it is what it is.
That's the way to do it.
I'm curious for training camp. Again, 11 days away from your first year to now your 6th year. Like, how's it changed in terms of you getting prepared for it and how it goes for you?
Well, my first year, like right after OTAs, I'd come home and I would just like hit it really hard. And it was like, and then it just felt like the year never ended, And I like, as the years went, I kind of learned when I needed to start getting after it. Now I usually wait like a week and a half or 2 weeks after OTAs. And then right around the 4th, I start hitting it pretty hard. But that was one of our linebacker coach in Tennessee. His name's Frank Busch. He's been around forever. He was a D coordinator here and there. And our meeting before we left, he was like, hey, like, don't do anything for like, at least a couple of weeks, just because, especially the rookies, and the young guys, they just run themselves into the ground. Now I kind of know what I need for my body. And usually what I do is I wait till around the 4th and then I get after it pretty good for 3 weeks. But yeah, it's definitely changed since I've gotten older for sure.
And then camp has changed. Yeah. Right? I mean, camps are not the same as what they were. So that's a little bit. So explain that a little bit. It's kind of from when you first came in or just what you've heard from the past to what camp's like now.
Yeah. I'd say my rookie year was probably one of the last years it was really like still pretty tough. Mm-hmm. We were going every day, practice every day. The rules have changed now. Like, I think we'll really only go 2 days in a row without having an off day. So, and the way they do it, they do all the GPS stuff and the trackers. So like you'll have a pretty light day, a moderate day, and a heavy day, and they just kind of rotate through those. So it's never like you're getting killed. And even like the toughest days now are the days that we're doing like joint practices and stuff like that, just because it's intense and it's almost like a game, but it's changed a lot. It's not nearly even close to the same as it was when I was a rookie.
Most of the times I've seen for camps, like most of the players, they're really actually done about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
During camp. In college, even like I said, during our time, even when it went to just one practice a day and a walkthrough, no one was really leaving the building till like 9:30 at night. But as far as the players,
that's
and then the coaches still had meetings after that.
Yeah, our rookie year, we went 7 a.m. to 10 probably, and they'd put technically you have to have some hours off, and it's like they'd put it right before practice, so it wasn't really
do anything.
No, there was no downtime, but yeah, it's definitely changed in that way too.
Who do we got here, Jake?
Joined by Luke Gifford, former Husker, now current Tennessee Titan linebacker. And I know he's not the coach anymore, but Mike Vrabel. Go back to him.
Okay.
He was a successful coach for years for Tennessee, not there anymore, but I assume he was very intense also. You talk about intense. That dude you look at him on TV, he just screams that he wants to beat you up.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was great. I loved him. He was a great coach. But he was like first guy to be in a drill. Like he'd have he loved special teams was kind of his baby because that's kind of how he made it at first, And so he'd put the pad on and we'd be doing punt drills and you punch him in his chest, So some guys would be taking some shots. Coach Braves would say some crazy stuff out there sometimes. So that was kind of your opportunity to get a shot in on him. But he was fun.
Interesting. A shot at the head coach. Put some gear on.
And hey, he never took it personal. He'd be chirping you and everything. So it was fun. It was
still a dude, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Definitely a dude.
When you hear how much tackling you work on at this point in your life?
A lot of like it's all angle tackling, tag off stuff.
Okay.
Very rarely. I don't think we tackled once. Like
to the ground.
Yeah.
You tackle the donuts or anything of those nature?
We do the donuts sometimes.
I went crazy with the donuts my last couple of years.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
There's these giant donuts that you could roll. They have a hole in it, and so you can run full speed and you can simulate a tackle, but you got to bring your feet.
Yeah.
And you can talk about when I said when you tackled right. When you tackled, that donut would slide too,
right?
And so it would give, and so I was always rolling that thing. And you could run full speed through it, so you kind of.
Do you do that?
Yeah, we've done that. We also do we'll do a physio ball,
okay,
and then just simulate because that makes you get your pad level down, right? And
yeah,
pick it up and run through it and kind of snap out of it. So in the off season, we do that a lot too.
During the playoffs last year, there was commentary I heard. I just heard. I mean, the tackling in the NFL has declined. What would you say to that?
I think there's probably some truth to the fact that it doesn't get practiced as much or focused on as much. I don't know. I've been lucky that I've been in places where it has, and it's honestly. So when Coach Wilson came to Tennessee last year or this year, the first thing we talked about was tackling, and he showed our tackling numbers and was like, and then compared it to what they did in Baltimore and was basically like there's a direct correlation between teams that end up in the NFC Championship, AFC Championship, and the Super Bowl with their tackling.
Okay.
And so that was like the biggest thing that we talked about right when he got there. So basically in spring, you're just in helmets, so you're not doing too much, but like we were working on it all the time.
Interesting.
There's a guy that you might have, Demetrius Brim? He worked, So he worked here at Nebraska. He said he saw Derrick Henry at a camp in high school, and he said it was the most remarkable thing. He thought it was a defensive end. He goes, that's Derrick Henry the run. What's it like to see him?
Oh, I know.
Oh, he's just freaky.
Is it?
I mean, it's like watching him in practice. He doesn't even look like he's moving that fast half the time, but no one's catching him, and he's usually running away from him. He's a special athlete. Even the way he works out, he's got his own thing that he does, and you never really know. Like, you don't see him all the time doing his stuff.
Yeah,
but he'll show up. Like, he showed up after OTAs or for mandatory mini camp or whatever, and then to training camp, and it was just like, that guy's ready to go. I don't know what he's been doing, but he's ready.
It'll be an odd picture not seeing him with the Titans.
It will.
He's in Baltimore now.
Yeah.
A couple years with the.
I just wonder what it's like to have seen him. I used to always show pictures of different teams, and when I was coaching special teams even at Nebraska, I'd show the picture of Derrick Henry. He was the left guard on the punt team for Alabama.
Left guard
as a starting tailback.
What?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Devontae Smith covered kicks, covered punts.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Derrick Henry was their left
guard on the punt team at Alabama.
I just saw a clip of Zeke knocking somebody out on a kickoff team, like his freshman or sophomore year. Or something.
Yeah, I showed
Did
that
you see
clip.
that?
Yeah, I used that clip as a teaching clip. I have a picture of him. He's a starting tailback. They're up 49-0 against Purdue in the fourth quarter, and he's covering kickoffs, and he tackles the guy at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and the dude he tackled was Raheem Mostert, who was a running back in Miami.
Very fast, very fast player.
And is a very good special teams player himself. Before he got
and
picked
like I said, that was the expectations. And Urban Meyer ran the special teams, and that's how it was. And this is what it was at Alabama. And you wonder the correlation again to what's real. That's what the deal. Because punt is, I've always said, is invite only.
That is fascinating.
Punt is invite only. That's the best of the best.
No doubt.
We're joined by Luke Gifford in studio, former Husker, current Tennessee Titans linebacker. And, okay, special teams. Now, big change in the NFL this year with kickoffs. You're lining up on the opposing 40-yard line. Can you walk us through this and how it affects you?
Yeah, it's you're going to see a lot of different kind of bodies out there. I feel like I think that it's like I think to the front side of the kickoff team, you'll see some bigger bodies, guys that can two gap, but then the backside will be a bunch of like safety, hybrid, probably some receivers, quick guys, and then on kickoff return, it'll probably be guys that block more, like tight ends. I know like we've watched some of the XFL and UFL or whatever the name of it is. We watched,
I imagine you watched a bunch of that.
That's basically all we watched in the spring, and they had a lot of like center type bodies out there and stuff like that. Yeah, you're going to see some weird stuff because I think people are going to really try and scheme some stuff up, and it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be more. I mean, it'll be part of the game.
So
for sure.
it was a must change. It's brilliant because the game the game had went away.
Yeah,
as far as there was no returns anymore. The guys are bombing the ball out of the back of the end zone. You could put guys out there on kickoff team. You'd have to worry because they're not going to cover anything.
Yeah,
just get 11 out there. The guy's going to kick the ball through the uprights. So don't worry about it. Now you have to worry about it. Now it ups your value.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, it's good for me, and it saves my hamstrings because I'm running like 30 less yards.
Right.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a good change, I think.
Isaac Gifford, we've gone this far without asking about your brother.
Yep.
Your brother's rise has been really, it's got to be exciting for you to watch, Isaac.
Yeah.
What is this about what you thought, where you thought he'd be at this stage of his life?
I did, honestly. I just kind of thought it was a matter of time when he'd get there. He's so mentally tough and just a tough kid and works so hard that it doesn't surprise me at all. But it's been super fun to just kind of watch everything play out for him. I'm excited.
Does he talk about the current team much in his thoughts in year 2 of Matt Rule?
Yeah, what's he think?
He's pumped about it. I've actually been down there working out quite a bit just because I wanted to check out the new facilities and be around a little bit. But I've been impressed every time I've been in there. Just the way they run things and do things. Coach Campbell is like they're really on it in the weight room, and I even just talking to the guys, like you can tell there's a different sense of like confidence in their voice and what they expect out of the team. So I'm pumped, man. I don't want to say too much because I always drink the Kool-Aid just like everybody else. I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
Is a weight room a weight room, or is that weight room different to you?
That thing is like, it's almost like too big. I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great.
Right.
Like, but it's like breathtaking when you walk in there. It's super cool. It's awesome.
Do they have like a locker room for you for ex-players? A lot of places have, or a place for you when you go down there?
I haven't used it, and I really haven't even tried, so I'm not sure if they do. But there's so much room in there that I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem.
Gotcha.
Good. So
That's obviously the great thing that's getting done there is that just the welcoming back of former players. This is where you come train at. This is where you work. If you're in the NFL, your doors open here for you. So that's a lot of schools do it, but that's a great job by Nebraska football.
Is there any is there any other NFL guys around there?
Yeah, Cam Jurgens has been in there quite a bit.
Okay.
Some of the guys that just left, Balin's been in there.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There's been a few guys in and out. I think Stanley is actually back this weekend. He'll be around a little bit. I don't know.
Stanley Morgan?
Yeah, he's got a camp with Coach Dub, I think, tonight, actually, maybe.
Coach
yeah.
Dub.
Coach Dub's
No
got a
kidding.
camp. Yeah.
Right in town here?
I'm pretty sure that's what Slat was telling me that.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Chris
Yeah.
Slat.
Yep,
Yeah.
Chris Slat.
Chris Slat, our friend Chris Slat. He's a breaker, by the way.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, Chris.
Hello,
Slat's
Chris. Thanks
big
for
time
listening.
breaker.
Yeah, he does an
Big
incredible job. Probably
Yeah.
one of the best trainers in the world.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
awesome.
amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, Isaac's a dude now.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, he just got an edge to him.
Yeah, he
that
does.
A lot of guys don't have, And so I think the biggest thing that he's done is really learned how to lead. I think.
Okay.
And I think it's easy to follow a guy who does things the way he does them and has that kind of edge. So
Yeah, he plays with a hard edge.
he does. He's almost too edgy sometimes. I'm like, dude, you got to chill out a little bit.
Really?
But I mean, he just in a good way. I wish I had that. I don't have that.
You don't.
Not like I have to turn it on and off. His is always on.
And he's going to media day.
Yep, going to media day.
That's a big deal.
I'm like, we need to put that dude through some training or something. Say something crazy up there. No, he'll be fine, but it'll be good. I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
Is there any chance? I know the NFL fines you. You have to. I mean, they're so, which I think is great. They're so strict on their uniform, right? I mean, you don't jack around with anything.
Oh, no.
It's like if you wear your socks wrong, you get fined. If you do this wrong, you get fined. Is there any chance if we funded it, can we get a game where you wore a towel that said the ticket? Can we get a towel to wear?
Come on,
Good idea.
How about I get back to you with the price of that?
Yeah,
And
give
then
us
we
the
can
price.
decide.
That's
Okay.
what
don't
would
worry
be.
about that.
We'll cover it. Can we please
We got
get
that.
one?
Okay.
Get one with the ticket.
Yeah.
We'd be nice like that, and then tell you what game and say we're gonna pay the fine.
Perfect.
We're gonna pay the fine.
I'll write a ticket down the back of my towel. And we'll see
Yeah,
how much it
let's see
comes
what
out.
happens.
We'll give you a little extra,
93.7. Also put the what's the phone number?
Yeah.
Put the phone number on.
464-5685.
Send us the bill.
Yeah.
We'll gladly pay.
Okay,
We'll
be
have
careful what you wish for. So we'll see.
We'll pay the fine and we'll give you a little extra.
A little extra
Deal.
on top.
That's
Yeah.
a deal.
We got to see it there. So he's Luke Gifford again, former Husker, current Titans linebacker. Training camp starts in 11 days.
11 days.
Going to be.
Is it miserable right now?
Yeah, I have anxiety. Really
Yeah,
bad.
I would be. That's
every year.
Do you seriously?
I
yeah.
swear. And it
Do you
never,
have anxiety?
never changes. It never changes. And once I get there, I'm like, I'm good. But it's
Interesting.
just the build up to it.
Coaches are the same way. That like the last and you kind of was like 2 more days.
Yep.
1 more day. And then when it hits, and it's like that, then once you start, you're just in a zone,
Yep.
think nothing of it. But those last couple days as a coach, you're like, okay, you're completely off, stay out of the office the next 3 days. You just kind of sit there and stare at the wall, like this is all, all hell's gonna break loose.
Oh,
Here
I mean, the NFL, there's no better league in the world.
No. I still
There's
pinch
no
myself.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I think that's one thing too, like these last couple of years that I've really tried to do is just like soak up every second of it. Because the older I get, the more I'm like, I never know when this is going to be over, So like, I've just tried to keep that perspective because it is so cool. All the things that I get to do and experience, I'm like, man, this is what I grew up dreaming of. There's definitely times that I still
Good
pinch
for
myself,
you.
sure.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Do you find sometimes people take it for granted a little bit? Like,
Oh,
and they're
for
going
sure.
like, oh yeah, I'm in the league
For sure.
like that.
A lot of the young guys too, and I think even especially the guys that get drafted or get opportunities early in their career, I think it's easy. You see it a lot of times that they just don't understand how easily it can be taken away.
It can just go.
And then all of a sudden, you might be a second round draft pick, and you've been on 4 teams in 3 years or 2 years.
Once it gets beyond, I always said, but really beyond the 3rd round, if you're a 4th rounder, they can cut you right now.
Oh yeah,
right now. You're not making the team.
Nope.
The 1st rounder, you're making it because you look so stupid if you cut a 1st rounder.
Yep.
Right.
Once it goes to round 3 or 4, and you're not good enough, you made a mistake.
You're
You're just gone.
Yep.
Is it crazy don't name any names, but when you've had so many coaches, and we talked about this the other day, that how you can just, there's a difference on the coaching staff. It's like, hey, this guy, don't name names, but like this guy was unbelievable. And some places it's not the same.
Yeah, no, it's very evident that once you make it into somebody's circle, you stay in the circle.
Right.
And regardless of, like, you might get fired in one place, but you're probably going to get hired in another, and I mean, that's just the way it is. It's kind of, college football is similar, but like, I think the NFL even more so. It's all about their relationships and the guys that they know. So yeah, I've had some really good coaches, but I've also been around some that you're kind of like scratching your head at how they're there.
Get more organization and preparation.
And
that type of
it's
stuff
more
like
from
that.
not ball. They all know ball, but the organizational side for sure.
How would they get done? Is it true? This was rumor that when Morgan Wallen threw the chair off of Eric Church's bar, that you were there.
I was not there.
Okay, I've heard.
I wish I was there.
I heard.
I probably would have saved him from doing that.
Barely missed you. I heard the bar.
I wish it would have hit me. To be honest,
that's what I heard.
Why do you wish it would have hit you?
That'd have been great.
If it would have hit me, I'd probably be done with everything.
Yeah, that would be one of those. There'd be a settlement.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I did. I heard that. I go. Luke Gifford was down there when he threw the chair off the deal and just missed it.
I think he did it on like a Monday or a Tuesday. So thankfully, I was in bed.
Gotcha.
But if he would have done it on a weekend, I probably would have been
a chance. That'd have been a chance. That'd have been unbelievable. What happened? I got hit by the chair.
Yeah.
Who threw it? Morgan Wallen out of Eric Church's.
Hit a Tennessee Titan.
Hit a Titan. What are you thinking, Morgan? Come on.
This is awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Oh, of course.
God bless you.
I'm glad to be here. It's fun.
Yeah.
We'll be watching. We'll be pulling for you. We'll look for that towel.
Appreciate it. I
We're
got
looking
you
for
guys.
that towel.
I got you.
Seriously, that's great stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I appreciate it.
He is Luke Gifford, former Husker, current Titans linebacker. Luke, take the time. We'll talk to you down the road.
Appreciate you guys.
Bill
Thank
Thrills is next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Play ball!
Ready to unleash the fun with Salt Dogs Baseball? Join us at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed games running through August. Stay ahead of the game by visiting saltdogs.com for updates on exciting promotions, giveaways, and events happening each week. Experience a change-up from your typical family night, or make it a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers.
Strike three, you're out.
Don't miss the fun happening all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I don't care what anybody says. I think losing Evan Cooper is a blow. It hurts. I'm not saying that
they got an upgrade. Yeah.
I didn't say we didn't recover from it.
With John Butler, since he's been with the Bills since 2018, secondary coach, passing game coordinator a few years in, he's had the number one passing defense twice. And that's in the NFL. You know, that's as high as football gets. So again, his resume is just very impressive. Very impressive.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
I'd like Bill to be next to you, so when you say on three, he goes,
that'd be awesome. That would be Steve Sipple on three. You should be there just for that.
That's all I said for 3 days.
Kirk Francis, Steve Sipple from the Husker Online on 3 Network.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
First Rate Egg, great place in Holdridge. How was that conference call yesterday, Bill?
Conference call went great. It's just, it's just fun because Parker is so professional and he's also hilarious.
Is Parker hilarious?
He's hilarious. He's fun to, just out of the blue, randomly, this whole thing started was he asked me to come out and speak for his customer appreciation deal, and we just became great friends from that time on. But that's what he is.
Parker.
He's the same way. 99.9 retention with their. So everyone, whoever that he has spray their fields, they hire him back next year. He's on. That's
the name of the game, Bill.
The name of the game. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, Parker's.
I'm just saying.
It is. No, it's incredible that build that kind of friendship, and all of a sudden now, the Ticket is alive and well in Holdridge, which is great.
Yeah,
and we're moving ourselves west every day.
God.
And it all started with Parker getting us going out there.
Westward bound.
Westward bound. Thank you.
You can always reach out at 308-995-8327 and go to firstrateegg.com. 25 years in business.
25, going on
They're
26.
doing good things. By the way, quick response from the Luke Gifford interview.
Yes, please.
People were happy with that. Some response from the
Yeah, let's
texters.
hear.
Yeah. Gator Sargino says that was badass on the interview.
Luke is really good in this setting. Have you noticed that?
So humble. Just when he talks about other players and other everything he talks about. He's just, he's
interesting story too. By the way, I mean that injury situation he went through was rough, but he's had a good run. He's had a really good run.
When he told us what it took him to get into a game last year, to get ready for a game. That's
knee, shoulder,
and obviously there's tons of players that have played forever and that in the league, and the story would be the same. Yeah. The story would be the same. Everyone's like that.
Who in Columbus, Bill?
Bert!
He says that was bleeping awesome.
Bleeping
on the interview. Yeah, he said bleeping on there.
Yeah,
I can't say that. I can't say the word he said. I gotta.
So you self bleeped.
It's interesting because Luke Gifford. He's not the top of your mind all the time, right? But this is a 6th-year NFL player, and he got good at Nebraska late in his career.
Yes, he did.
Late in his career. Now he battled injury at Nebraska, but late in his career he came on, and you see him. I mean, he looks like an NFL player. Long,
yeah. When he walks in, looks like an NFL player. Yep. Length,
long
key.
levers.
Yep.
Big, strong dude.
Yep. And he did. He's really good in front of the microphone, but he's just easy to talk to.
He is.
Very, very, very easy.
Wow.
And there was zero kind of bravado, I guess.
No, he doesn't.
No, just get a chance like that. So be following the Titans. Obviously.
If you missed that, please go back and watch the interview as well with your time to see Luke Gifford. He was awesome.
He's also one other thing. He's also very open. Him saying that about his brother, that his brother's got a harder edge. He wishes he had that edge all the time, and his brother's a leader like that. Now Luke has a hard edge. He played with a hard edge.
Yeah, but he's playing in the NFL.
Sixth year. I mean,
did have a hard edge.
Yeah, what he's kind of saying was like, I can sit and watch TV and not be all wound up.
Right.
Exactly. But he still goes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, it is time without further ado.
Oh yeah, what are we doing?
Bill's Thrills on a Friday here. Well, hang on. The audio. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
There's
going to be a bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation for your financial future today. Bill, what is in store for us on a Friday today?
Well, it's like, wish I was there, wish you were there. And I wish you guys were there for this.
Okay.
And it's an off the beaten path or kind of a different type of recruiting story.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different as
There's
we went through like that. So wish you were there like that storyline. So I'm with Mark Maurer. Mark Maurer, former quarterback, starting quarterback.
Really?
At Nebraska, beat Oklahoma. He wore number 17, if I'm correct. Really good friend.
This was 70s?
It was that. No. This would when Maurer played in the 80s. He was Turner's backup.
Okay.
And so, but he did when Turner was hurt. He came in and beat Oklahoma at home.
Around the time of Blakeman, probably.
About the time, about in that same type of time frame.
Okay.
Anyway, so I move on from New Mexico State. He's still at New Mexico State. And we go to San Diego because that was my area. He took over my area. So I'm now at Utah. I go, hey, Maurer, I'll hook up with you in spring, and I'll show you all the areas we're going to go to and what's going to happen.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Just driving with like that. So I'm kind of showing him around. And I know I've been there for like 10 years. So I know every coach there is in all of San Diego.
Wow,
so we're whipping in this place. We go to small private school in San Diego, and we get there, and we had a little bit of time. He goes, "I'll be with you in a second." He hands us these two sheets of paper like that. It has all the players listed on there. These are the prospects to list that. This is a small school, might have one Division I player like that, and they had like 12 listed. Ooh. So I'm kind of reading on it and looking on this thing like that, and Mark's pretty good. We're kind of reading through like that. So I go, here we go. So he comes back in. So everyone's got a title. Every player has got, he's a competitor. He's a leader. Weight room warrior. Running back slasher.
Nice.
Two gapper. silent assassin.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Possession receiver. Everyone had a name.
Everyone had something.
So
to
we
them.
start talking like that, and we start talking about what we're looking for. I go, do you have anybody, coach, who's just a competitor? I do, right here. You go through the competitor. And I go, anyone that's just a weight room warrior, anywhere that's a weight room warrior for us. We need somebody to lead in the weight room. And then Maurer jumps in on it. And so we went down the entire list
All the cliches
of everyone like that. We would ask him every single time. Is there anyone?
You're horrible.
Do you have anyone that would be like who up front could hold their own on defense? Who could be there? I got a two gapper right here. I went down. Is there anyone that's just you don't really notice him, but in the end, silent assassin.
Stop
it! It was. Maurer was hilarious.
That's super fun.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun to go through. When we left the school, he just looked at me like, "What was that?"
It's having some fun.
It's having some fun. They did have a guy there. Jordan Congdon was the kicker I took from
him. So that was the era. Okay, that ties
no. That was earlier than him. Jordan wasn't there at this time.
I was going to say,
but Jordan he was a freshman All-American here.
Oh, he was. Yeah.
They kicked the big kick against Kansas State.
Yep.
When Zach got knocked out of the game, he's the one who. And
Jordan Congdon, name from the past, very accurate kicker.
Then he went to wasn't a big leg. Went to USC. Was their starting kicker. He transferred.
You got it. He was very accurate, not a big leg.
Yeah, not a big leg.
I remember very well. Yeah.
But that was the school that we were at. So it was just sometimes you have
Maurer. Who knew that Maurer had that kind of sense of humor?
Maurer is a dry, funny sense of humor. Very dry. And he would be so good. He'd kind of scratch his head. Just like, we need a running back, but you need a power back? Nah, more of a slasher. Like that. Got one right here. Got one right. That's Tony Ortiz right
Where's
here.
Maurer now?
Maurer's retired now. He lives up in Minneapolis. I believe he works. I think he works for his nephew. Which the Maurer, the catcher for the Twins,
Joe Maurer.
Joe Maurer.
That's his nephew.
That's his
nephew.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a damn good player.
Yeah.
Retired, but man, was he a damn good player?
That's his nephew.
He's got car dealerships. That's where he's at. That's where he's working.
I did not know he has his nephew.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Joe Maurer.
The Joe Maurer.
Yes.
Sports.
So anyway,
that was a good one, Bill.
It was fun.
That was a good one.
Maurer was a lot of fun.
I didn't know you worked with Maurer.
We worked in New Mexico State together.
And I'm sorry I was wrong on the decade. 80s. I should have known.
Joe and Boulder says 1981 Mark Maurer beat Oklahoma at Oklahoma.
81.
It was. Yeah.
81.
So he came in for an injured Turner Gill. It was the man. I think he wore 17. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know that.
I think Mark wore number 17. You should know him. He's a Golden Glove. He's a Golden Glove boxer. Yep.
Mark Maurer?
Yep. Mark Maurer,
Really?
incredible boxer. Yes.
Really?
And it was well known that no one on the team messed with Maurer as a quarterback. Like, don't mess with him.
Is that right?
Yeah. Don't cross. Don't cross.
This is beautiful information. Who knew that? Who knew that? I didn't even know he coached down there.
Yep. He was
now it's coming back to me.
He came from North Dakota State. Came down there. Yes. Almost lost their dog Muffy in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a pool and Muffy fell in and about lost him.
Got him though.
Got Muffy out. Yeah, I only lived maybe, I don't know, 3-4 blocks away from them
in the city
in the city of Las Cruces.
God, you lived in Las Cruces.
His Macy, his middle daughter played soccer at Creighton, and the other two, Marlo and Mia, worked at the football office in Nebraska. Yes, they worked at the football. They were incredible.
Bill's Thrills.
That was a good
Keeps
one.
delivering.
That was beautiful today.
Thank you, Bill.
Sponsored
God
by
bless
Dirk
you.
Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Before the game show, quick shout out to our friends at Trados. Great marketing. It's important. Adam Ickes.
Hold it.
Team there. Yeah.
Hold it. Is it Adam Ickes or is it Adam Lasso? That's the question.
Ooh, that's quite yeah. We know he's got a Ted Lasso.
I think it's Ickes.
I think about probably Ickes. Well, go ahead. Sorry about that.
They grew up
Jay.
on farms. They trade a lot of grain. They love the industry. They've met many farmers that found their grain marketing plan frustrating and intimidating. The goal at Trados is to use their ingrained expertise to your advantage. They help alleviate the stresses of grain marketing so you can stay focused on what you love. Learn more at gotrados.com. GOTREDAS.com.
Trados. Justin is in Clear Lake, Iowa. If you're in Iowa and you're like, well, you're well represented all over the place in Nebraska. What if we're over in Iowa? What do we do? Real simple. They also dominate Iowa. in Clear Lake.
They go into Clear Lake.
They go into Clear Lake, and then you want to sell some grain, you want to move some product, go through trade-offs. I'll tell you when to. Tell you what, when you know when to sell, that really makes a big difference. Like when you sell, I sold my stuff last week. Prices are doubled. Wish I'd have known that was coming.
How would you know?
Trade-offs would tell you, hey, just hold on to that for hey.
Duh.
Duh.
T-U-H.
all that corn you have right now, get it out. When? Today, get it out.
They know when.
They know when.
That's what they're trained to do.
Trained.
Like Ickes was trained to block that field goal against
He
Pitt.
was well trained how to block
Pitt.
it, and he did the technique perfectly.
Mhm.
Did
You
the
coached
technique
him.
perfectly. We had a little coaching there early. I talked. We had to do a flip.
Mhm.
Ickes gave me the palms up.
Mhm.
Came over and was like, "Shouldn't I be on that side?" Yes, you
go
should.
get it.
And then we went through our technique and
Talk to Ickes about that before you start your business
yes,
talk.
yes.
I'll help you out.
First thing you want to ask about, talk about the Pitt game.
Say the Pitt game, you block the field goal. Bam.
7-6 was the score.
And that's and I'm gonna tell you, Jake, stadium erupted. It
It
did.
was a big play.
I was on the
Was that a
sideline.
7-6 final score?
7-6. 7-6.
You're just a wee
I
lad.
watched the game. Dave Wannstedt was on the sidelines.
Yo,
for Pitt, and I
he was.
You're a wee lad.
As a Dolphins fan that was not a fan of Dave Wannstedt, I was very happy to see him lose that game.
He
to
holds it
Nebraska.
personal.
Oh, he winds
holds
it back.
He winds it back.
I had to. Yeah, I didn't like Wannstedt. You ruined my team.
Sorry,
Sir?
strange bird over there, Jake.
He had an incredible mustache.
He still does. I saw him
Yeah.
on TV. He's on Big Ten Network once in a while, still doing with the stash.
Did you lock in
They
on
call
him?
him the Wan Stash, what they call him. Wan Stash. Wan Stash. There he is.
All right. What else we got going?
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Already clinched a winning week once again. You guys are on a roll.
3-1 right now.
You've won, I believe, 10 of your last 11 games.
That's correct.
It's domination right now.
22 games over 500 overall.
Well, today's a Film Friday, and we're going to
boy.
someone who's sadly in poor health. Bruce Willis.
Oh,
Bruce Willis is still in poor health.
Is he in poor health?
He's in quite poor health. He's still with us, but he's in poor health. So
Show
because of-
Moonlighting was incredible.
he's a great actor. I like Bruce Willis.
Incredible might be stretching it a little bit.
if you know your Bruce Willis movies, call us right now. 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip and Bill in trivia. Again, just going for gravy at this point. The winning week is clinched here. Bruce Willis is the
We
top
want
pick.
4-1.
Yeah, we do want it.
We do want
This is
it.
not,
Yeah, okay.
I'm not good. This will not be good.
Let's see how Alec feels about Bruce Willis movies. Alec, how do you feel about Bruce Willis?
Not very good.
Not very good. All right.
Good. That we appreciate.
We're
that.
not very confident today.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. Bill, a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Alec, first question goes to you. What is Bruce Willis's character name in the Die Hard movies?
Bill, how much to get you to switch over to my side for the lifeline?
He's trying to
bribing you.
He's trying to bribe your services.
I tell you right now, I'm no help on this.
What's the question?
No help.
First and last name?
Yes, please.
Oh, come on.
5 seconds. All right, last name would be fine, but first name, no. 5 seconds. 5, 4.
Frank?
Is it Frank?
Good
guess.
Not bad.
Not
guess.
Frank.
No, we're passing.
The answer is John McClane.
Yeah.
No, I would
John
I don't
McClane.
know if I ever would have got it, but yes. If it had been a multiple choice, I'd have nailed it 100%.
I had no idea.
First question, 0-0 tie. Sip.
Okay.
What 1994 movie does Bruce Willis play the role of an aging boxer whose life is intertwined with two mob hitmen, a gangster and his wife, and a pair of diner bandits in 4 tales of violence and redemption?
It'll be the most pathetic thing in the world if we don't get this. It is. I've seen the movie 3 times. I can't come up with a name. I always blank out on the name. Hold on. They do that dance scene with Travolta. It's incredible.
Travolta's in the movie, yes.
Yeah.
I've not even seen the movie.
Oh God, Bill.
It's a very, very famous movie.
Yeah, there's the diner scene. It's incredible.
Probably a hint. Should have done that. 5 seconds.
Diner scene. It's incredible.
5, 4, 3.
I'm not going to get the name. I never get it. It's you'll know it right off when he says it. You're going to.
Alec, do you want to steal that or not?
Can you repeat the question, please?
1994 movie features Bruce Willis playing the role of an aging boxer whose life is intertwined with two mob hitmen, a gangster and his wife, and a pair of diner bandits in 4 tales of violence and redemption. You don't have to take this.
Let's go with Pulp Fiction.
Brilliant! Pulp Fiction is correct.
How do we not get that?
I know. It's incredible. I blank out on it every time. The name. I've seen it 4 times.
For the
Pulp
win,
Fiction.
For the win, Alec. Last question up 1-0.
Yeah.
In what 1999 movie does Bruce Willis play a child psychologist who helps a frightened, withdrawn Philadelphia boy who communicates with spirits?
Oh.
5 seconds. 5.
Oh, my countdown's way shorter than that.
4.5. 2. 1. 3.
I got to pass.
Okay, it's passing. You don't have to take this.
All right, we got to pass.
You're not going to take this one?
I don't think so.
Okay, that'd be The Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense.
So is that the one he says, I see dead
That
people?
is correct. Yes, I see dead
We
people.
didn't get Pulp Fiction. I'm still trying to get over that right now.
That's a lot.
All right, for the tie, to force the tiebreakers, Sip, Bill's in play here.
All right, we got to get this.
In what 1997 movie does Bruce Willis star among a misfit team of deep core drillers hired by NASA to save the planet from an asteroid the size of Texas?
Sounds like a good movie. Yeah. It does. You don't know this. We're in trouble, right?
1997.
Say it again.
Bruce Willis stars among a misfit team of deep core drillers hired by NASA to save the planet from an asteroid the size of Texas. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Asteroid.
That's not right.
How about Armageddon?
Oh,
Armageddon.
I
So,
that one too.
Alec, get you a bagel and
Pulp Fiction
coffee.
kills me.
Oh, sorry, bagels. You get bagels. You won today, Alec. Congrats.
Yeah.
And calling down the road.
Alex,
win.
nice job. You just waited us out.
Thanks, guys.
He did.
He did. It's pathetic that we lost that game.
Yeah.
No, we ended the.
You
on
said
a
the word pathetic.
It ended. We
did.
ended on a pathetic note.
I'm embarrassed.
No
Yeah.
questions right
Pulp
today.
Fiction.
I'm on.
Yeah. Well, we can always try the
I like the
tiebreaker.
movie too. It's a it's a bizarre.
It's a
movie.
unique movie.
Yeah,
It's
bizarre.
very unique.
Yeah.
Bill, what is the film length of Armageddon?
In
Hours
minutes
and
or hours?
Hours,
and minutes?
hours plus minutes. Yes, please.
1 hour, 49 minutes.
It might go a little over that.
How about 2 hours and 31 minutes? for
Long,
Armageddon?
long movie.
Whoa.
We took an L today, which
Yeah.
we shouldn't have taken. All we had
No.
to do was get Pulp Fiction, a movie I've seen countless.
How many times?
I'm going to say 4 in and out of it for sure.
Have you seen that movie, Bill, or not? Pulp
I've never, I
Fiction?
don't know if I've ever seen the whole. I've never really sat and watched it. Nope, never have.
I think
That's
I
probably
saw
why.
it one time.
It's good.
It's a very
When you said
unique
that,
movie.
but I should have gotten it easily when you said the John Travolta dance.
Dance
scene.
scene.
That should have been enough to end it right there.
I know.
Even though I'm not that familiar with it.
I don't know why I have a mental block on that movie. I have a mental block on a lot of movies. Well, I have a mental block on a lot of things.
My life is a mental
Yeah.
block by everything I do.
You're good at describing the movies beyond
Yeah.
what I've described them already. You're good at that.
Yeah.
Spillover is next on an early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
The birds are singing, but the bells are ringing. Not a cloud in the sky, but the Yuletide is high.
Santa's back in action for the biggest event of the season at Schaefer's. His sleigh is loaded with savings and free delivery on purchases $7.99 and up. Hurry in. The first 500 customers get an exclusive gift from Santa with their purchase during Schaefer's Original
Christmas in July.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with AD, sponsored by our friends at Applied Connective Technologies in 93 counties in Nebraska. Nebraska's preferred tech partner. You won't get hacked with Applied Connective. Go to appliedconnective.com or call 866-358-0109 for a free consultation. AD, how are you today?
Doing great, man. How you doing, brother?
Nice to see you,
I'm good.
AD.
Good to
I
be
was
here. Good to be
texting
here.
in a chat with AD last night. He didn't know who the Wallflowers were.
That's okay. No, that's fine.
Now, based on the concert, that's not a bad thing for you.
Was it pretty good?
No, it wasn't very good at all.
No, he was very. No, he's very. Jake is very. He doesn't sugarcoat stuff.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
goes, no, it was not very good.
They played 14 songs nobody had ever heard of, and you couldn't really understand what they were saying. Just jamming up there and mumbling into the microphone. And then they played, the two good songs at the very end, but you had to wait 2.5 hours. I mean, they didn't play for 2.5. There's an opener that was not listed, by the way, on the ticket. There was an opener. You would think that should be assumed, but for an 8 o'clock concert, that's not assumed. 7 o'clock, sure. 8 o'clock, not assumed. And I got back at midnight.
Bob Dylan's son is who we're talking about.
I've not heard of Bob Dylan.
Jacob Dylan.
Ring them bells.
Yeah, but anyway,
if I played the one song for AD, he would know that. You're a '90s guy. You would know this song. I'm not gonna play it right now, but
What's interesting? You said the name of it is what? The name of that song?
The song is One Headlight. That's
how does it go?
Do it, Jake. I'm not doing it.
Jake.
Come on, try a little.
Yeah.
Nothing is forever. There's got to be something better than in the middle. Me and Cinderella put it all together. We can
bring it home.
You know what, Jake?
With one headlight.
No disrespect, but it's still not registered.
You've heard the song.
I probably
telling
have.
you.
God, you gave it hell.
Was that bad?
No, it was good. It was
I've probably heard it before.
It was amazing. You got all those lyrics correct.
I like that song.
Yeah.
So out of the 14, did they sing that one?
They did.
So that was one of the ones you enjoyed.
So
out of the 14.
The opener went at 8, promptly at 8, maybe 8:02 they went on. And then they went to about 8:35, 8:40. Wallflowers come about 9:20, 9:30. They played 5 songs nobody in their right mind had ever heard of. And they played one somewhat popular song. Then they played about 10 more that I've never heard of. And the place is just like dead because people are on their phones. Like, dude,
people are on their phone.
That's not a good concert if they're on their phone.
Intertwine, don't play 10 unknown songs in a row. I get if you want to play new music, you want to play songs that you want to. You can't play 10 in a row.
No,
you got to play maybe 3 big hit, 2 or 3 big hit.
Right,
because you lost people for a full hour, and then they finished strong. I went from an F to a C in my rating of the concert because the encore was solid, and they played the song I wanted to hear the most.
At the end.
Not the One Headlight, but a different song. So I was glad to hear it. But
good venue, though.
Good venue. La Vista. I'd never been to La Vista ever before. The city of La Vista. Never been. This area, the Astro, this concert, it's new. And they got it's just a very cool vibe. But kind of like they're trying to do almost like a rail yard thing up there.
Okay.
But like 4 or 5 restaurants, bars, looked sweet. There's a draft house there. I mean, they're putting a bunch of new stuff there. So I'm very impressed with the area. And that'll be a fun place to go for years.
Okay.
But
good.
Wallflowers, if you ever come back, let's play the hits.
All right,
off
Jake.
the bat, and let's get out of here.
We always appreciate that about Jake, his willingness to criticize and not sugarcoat. I would come back and say, it wasn't bad. And maybe leave it at that.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a particular restaurant. I'm not going to mention the name, of course. I'll tell you off there. It was not good.
Oh,
last Saturday.
Oh, last Saturday.
And I heard some fanfare about it and was just kind of like, yeah, probably never going.
Lincoln, Omaha?
Here.
Yeah.
That's a good response.
Okay.
Great response, AD.
Now I'm intrigued.
No,
you don't need to say it.
And I'm not going to drag anybody down like that. I mean, and you know what? It could have been a bad night. Lord knows I've had a billion of them.
Yeah.
So, but it was like, you know, when you take the doggy bag home, you just put it in the trash when you get home. It was one of those.
Ooh.
I got leftovers. I'm not eating them.
Yeah.
Right to the trash you go.
That doesn't happen all that often.
It doesn't. And I'm not a very picky eater either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll pretty much eat anything for the most part. And this one, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Ooh, wow. I mean, I'm interested to hear what this is.
Off the air.
We'll
off
the
air.
air. And then we can keep it off the air.
We will.
But I appreciate how Jake keeps it real. Just like, yeah, that guy's terrible.
Have I ever not kept it real
No.
in my years doing the show with you, Sip?
No.
If I am pissed off, I'm going to tell you I'm pissed
Yes,
off.
he is.
It's usually Dolphins related, Nebraska related somewhat.
Or if his golf shot does not hit the center of the fairway at exactly the middle of the sprinkler head is at, I'm like, Jake, you're on the right side of the fairway. You're blocked. Yeah, AD,
He's
but
playing well this summer.
AD, but that should have been right in the middle.
You know what? I know he's playing well this summer because you are his PR agent, which I appreciate.
Insane.
And he doesn't talk about it very much. Like he's not grousing.
His
about
bad
it.
shots, I'm buying people rounds.
Really?
That's how happy I am. I'm like,
he's a golfer. He's a golfer.
Yeah, he will place one. Okay, so maybe it didn't backspin enough.
Right.
Okay, first of all, I don't back. If my ball backspins, it did it on his own. I had nothing to do with that ball whatsoever.
You're athletic enough to put backspin on.
It doesn't matter about how athletic you are when it comes to golf and on the backspin. That's just pure touch and eye coordination. But this was funny. I got to share this. Me and Foreman were actually teasing. I don't think Sorensen doesn't know about it. We went that tournament we won out at Cricket Creek.
Yeah.
Jake, this was like 3 holes later, and Jake is still aching him. Foreman, the way he walks, he's just kind of walking like this.
Oh God, that's funny.
He
does walk like that.
I looked at him and started laughing. He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "My man Jake, man, he ain't never satisfied, is he, dog?"
That's Jay.
No.
That's a good imitation of Jay.
That was pretty good, Jay.
Walk
Foreman.
and talk.
That was a good Foreman interpretation.
Yeah, and me and Foreman just died.
I like
laughing,
some
man.
Foreman imitation.
Yeah, man. It's funny to have
my man Jake.
Yeah, he goes, my man Jake ain't never satisfied, is he? I said, nope.
Jay. That's Jay.
And we won the tournament.
My man Jake.
It's pretty.
How about that?
Pretty accurate.
My man Jake.
My man Jake.
Well, I got some scrambles this weekend. I'm sure people say the same thing. He's never satisfied, never happy.
But that's why you want him on your team. Because Jake,
I'm a competitor. I don't like to lose.
Oh, he's a competitor.
He is like, I've seen some dogs on the course, but he's a dog.
Oh, he's a competitor.
He's a dog.
I know that. Yeah.
I get beat by a lot of good people, but I like to have a good time and play good golf.
But it's back to the origin, like you mentioned. Jake always keeps it real, man.
Oh yeah.
If it's foul, he's going to tell you.
Yeah.
I speak for the people. Beauty. I speak for the people. I can't be lying for the people.
No, you don't. That's what people. No, and I'm telling you, people appreciate that.
Speak for the people.
Don't sugarcoat.
No sugarcoating. That's it for us. The Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you on Monday.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more.